If Love and Gogi is wrong, I don't want to be right.
What would Socrates say to that?
It tickles my fancy.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not.
Wait.
Yeah.
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you.
I don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay. Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Steers on the stars with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof I'm a lie about a molding. No proof. I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, and if I did, I never ever traded him. You know what is a star? Like under the city, the driver's side floor. Just like a large, so many more. 10 in the more, you're a bar. 8, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. What is something to me? Hands up as ever, and cute as could be. You can watch us on YouTube, but view for free. Ay. This one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time wondering what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Morning, everybody. And Leroy here with you on a hump day.
Yep.
How are you, sir?
Brokeback Mountain.
Oh, man. Moving?
No, that, and I replaced my pump yesterday.
Pump it up.
Here's the problem.
That didn't help you.
How hard do you think it is to remove a 6-year-old or 7-year-old screw?
Oh, dude. That's been in the outside?
Yeah.
Yeah, not good.
So I got everything all lined up. I partially took it apart, got all my wires loose. I got to make sure to know exactly where they go. I'm ready.
Yep.
Now, the guy told me, you don't even need it's so heavy, you don't even need to drill it into the block. So I'm thinking, boom, boom, out. This was at 2. I did it right after the show.
Okay.
Now I can't get these nails out because I can't get, and it's hard to get to. So I had to take part of the pump apart. I'm doing all this stuff. I'm like, it seems like the base is metal. So then I'm like, I drilled holes into the screw to try to, nothing. So I'm like, I'm looking at it. The last person that put the pump in, there's a space. You know how you put a space and you put the big screw and then you like, you know, you have the screw in the hole, like the space.
Let's just say sure.
You're an idiot. They drilled a hole through the pump because it wasn't fitting on the slab right.
Oh,
and
man.
that's their solution to everything. Just drill a hole.
Put it in there.
So I figured, after using bro science, what if I just drill around the screw and clean it out and then just rip it up?
Okay.
So I started at 2. I got done at like 8, 7:38.
Damn.
And my back, because it's tight, so you're hunched over.
Spinal.
My back is on fire. Dude, I went to PT this morning. I was like, we need alternate PT for today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So I'm hurting.
Well, make you feel better. Get some headlines brought to you by Doral Volkswagen.
I thought you were going to say, the Steelers lost.
No, that can't happen.
I know, but
although the Jets just lost one of their starting guards and their captain. So I mean, you know, TJ Watt's his chops.
Oh my goodness.
Doral VW just broke the rules of gravity. Prices falling so fast, we're checking for a crater. Volkswagen price like they've lost their mind. Doral VW, buckle up. No one sells for less. No one. So the Marlins, they fell to the Nationals 5-2. They'll look to avoid the sweep today at 105.
Why do they play against the crappy teams crappy?
I don't know. They took
because you come in and you bring these teams are coming in, or they visit these teams, and you basically have deemed them slump busters. And then the Marlins go out there and barely win a game.
They've gotten their teeth kicked in all season by the Braves, and now they have lost to the Nationals. Ian, this is just coming off of a 3 out of 4 weekend where they put a hurting on the Mets. Baseball, I guess. I don't know. I don't really have an explanation for you, Leroy. You know, like there was a time I remember, like during the mid 2000s when the Marlins just never could beat the Phillies. Didn't matter if the Phillies were good. Didn't matter if the Phillies were bad. Just couldn't beat the Phillies.
We
Right
we
now-
have we have that. We have that. I had that in my career. I couldn't beat the Steelers. When I was in college, we couldn't beat Notre Dame. When you think of the Dolphins, they had a stretch where they couldn't beat the Patriots. Now it's the Bills. It literally happens. And what happens is, and here's the worst part of it, you got to have a bigger picture, right? Because a lot of times people deem success as getting over that team. And that still doesn't win you anything. So I get how everybody feels about Buffalo. But what you're really trying to say is you want the Dolphins to be able to compete for the division. And in order to compete for the division, you feel that you have to beat Buffalo. So that's the team. I understand that. But that's not the goal.
It's not the goal, but I mean, it also is prudent to winning a division, which is also
correct.
Entails.
Correct. Like I get. That's why I don't say nothing about it, because I get it and I've experienced it. I knew that at the end of the year for us, usually when you played Ohio State, it was for the Big Ten championship, right? But college was different. Like we played 10, 11 games now then.
Well, Eury's on the hill today. 105 first pitch. Marlins look to avoid the sweep.
He throws some nasty stuff, man. You guys should watch him.
A lot of stars going deep in baseball yesterday. The Yankees beat the Astros 7-1. Jazz had 2 home runs. He's up to 28 on the season.
Jeez.
Did you see that the Astros have in team beef they're claiming? So their pitcher, I think it's Framber Valdez. He purposely crossed up his catcher and hit him with the pitch.
Well, first of all, let me think wisely here. First of all, I'm never calling him Fromberg.
Fromber, that's his name.
Yeah, that's a big no-no right there. He seems like he's into shenanigans.
That's his name.
That's like the name of a cartoon.
Framber Valdez, and his catcher is Cesar Salazar, and he just hit him with the pitch. He gives up a grand slam. So apparently the catcher told him, "Hey, step off." And he said no. And so he threw
an angry pitch.
So he threw a meatball. Grand slam, Yankees.
What was the score before that?
2-0.
And he gave up a grand slam and make it 6-0?
Yeah.
Oh, he got no.
And so the catcher obviously kind of gave him the stink eye, and allegedly people think that the pitcher threw at the catcher, like, calls for outside pitch, and he just throws one inside up the middle 100 miles an hour at his chest. And the guy just kind of looks at him like this. Now he claims accident. But the Astros have beef with each other, which is hilarious.
I mean, if you thinking you get an outside changeup at about 90, 89, and he throws a 100-mile-an-hour heater right after throwing a meatball.
Yep. And obviously these two teams not fond of each other. So you're fighting yourselves. You're beating one of your big rivals, Yankees and Astros. A lot of past history with one another. But anyway, the Rays beat the Mariners. Cal Raleigh hit home run number 51, but they lost. Ohtani hit a ball like 100 million miles an hour out of the park.
Of course he does. It's like when you watch him hit, does he look like he should be able to hit the ball that far? He just kind of.
He is big, but I mean,
yeah, but it doesn't look like he's putting maximum effort into that thing going 400 plus feet. It looks like Ken Griffey.
Yeah,
like Ken Griffey's swing looks so long, but when you saw it up front,
yep,
it's moving.
The Pirates did win that game 9-7. The Giants beat the Rockies, who do stink, but there was a melee there. My daughter and I were watching this because it was fake baseball melee to the highest degree. Rafael Devers hits a home run, and the pitcher took umbrage with how long he looked at his home run and started yelling at him. And so there was a lot of shoving. And my daughter's like, how come they're not really fighting? And I said, baseball.
Wait till you introduce her to flopping.
Oh man, I'm telling you. She was like, why aren't they doing anything? I'm like, it's baseball. It's a baseball fight. So yeah, that's some of your baseball action yesterday. And then of course we're a day away from the NFL getting underway. Eagles and Cowboys. We'll see what goes down there. Down there. But
Do
the
you
big
find
news-
yourself rooting against the Cowboys because of Jerry Jones? Because and look, it's hard to question the guy's success, right? But he says some things like he's the foremost expert on this. And he's the first owner I ever heard that tried to negotiate without the agent.
Well, he's not the first I've heard of it because I remember Bill Parcells trying to do that with the Dolphins, but he's the first I've ever heard doing it.
But wasn't Bill Parcells the GM?
He was the GM, but Jerry Jones is the GM technically. He is the president of football operations.
Okay.
But once I believe that stuff was like nipped in the bud, like it's not like he refused to speak to the agent. I believe he tried to negotiate with Ricky Williams on a Post-it.
When he slid across the table.
Yeah, I think so.
Here's what I want to give you.
Yeah, crazy. And then, of course, the big news of the morning, Sweden is moving on to the round of 16 in Eurobasket for the first time in their nation's history.
I love the way you threw some baseball fluff in it just so you could get to what you really wanted to.
I'm watching right now.
Oh, my goodness.
We are going to have a true Eurobasket expert join us later on in the program today. Surprise for all of you.
I got the text, and I was like, oh, my goodness. I was just, I'm looking at my phone. I'm going.
Meanwhile, this is while you're going and your back is breaking.
Right. Because I had my earphones in.
Yeah.
And or headphones. And it stops. It gets quiet when the text comes across.
Sure.
So I'm like, let me see it because it'll keep stopping it. And I look down. I'm like, oh.
Well, right now, Sweden's up 34-26 on Lithuania, Brittany, in case you were wondering.
I was wondering. I was looking to check the
Pelle
score,
is leading them in scoring. He has 8 points in the second quarter.
Wow.
So
who's on Lithuania's team?
They got Valanciunas, who looks much scarier in a Lithuanian jersey, I got to say. That beard just pops. Though he is lumbering out there.
Yeah, because he was probably playing with Horse 2 last week. Like basketball, some basketball guys treat the offseason like the offseason.
Pelle just smoked a layup. Oh, well.
Oh, you're watching it.
Oh, I have it live on right now.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, action going on right now.
Serious?
What? I just, there, in case anybody wants to see. Yeah. See? A little action there. What's going on?
That coach is heated. What did he say? Can you read Lithuanian lips?
You know what's funny? A lot of them speak English. A lot of them are speaking English in the timeouts. I think,
really?
Because some of them have blended teams, and I think also maybe for television because they are being broadcast in English. I don't know.
Wait. Are you?
I'm telling you,
dude.
They mic up the huddles.
Listen to what he just said. I think they're speaking English because of the television coverage. That might be, in all the years I've known you, the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Why would it be the dumbest thing?
Because it's European basketball.
If they have a giant deal with whatever courtside thing that I gave my credit card to, maybe they're like, hey, speak it in English for our audience, huh?
Really?
I don't think that's the case.
No, of course not, Brittany.
Also a disadvantage for them.
Well, it just is what it is. Like they have all they're both timeouts are under monitor, so it's no bigs. It's kind of like fighting. You get to hear the corners. It's not like somebody's able to find out.
And they have a translator in the corner.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
But can I just tell you, of all of your dumb comments, this one ranks pretty high, my friend.
I don't know that it's a dumb comment.
I think they're speaking English because of the television contract. You can't not it. What? It sunk in and you thought about it and go, wow.
I was wondering because I was like, why don't they speak in Lithuanian or why are they speaking Swedish? Anyway, we'll take a break. More to come here on the show. We're back up to this.
Sports live
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 104.3 FM, WQAM. Get to a Miami football report on WQAM, sponsored by Miami-Dade County Public School Technical Colleges. MDCPS Technical Colleges offer over 60 affordable accredited programs, day or evening, hands-on training, aligned with local employers. Call 305-558-8000 or visit careerinayear.com and launch your future today. Dolphins, of course, getting ready for the Indianapolis Colts. They listed their depth chart yesterday, Leroy. Xavier Howard is one of their starting cornerbacks. So he will get his revenge game attempt at the Miami Dolphins.
If he could get revenge, he'd probably still be here.
And of course, we have the situation with the Dolphins going up against X, but also kind of an interesting one. They have they got to go up against this behemoth rookie that we were all interested in before the draft, and Tyler Warren. So that'll be an interesting stoppage.
Yeah.
I don't know what what the expectations are of rookies out there on their first games, but I know that we were all wondering, like, when that draft slippage was happening, like, oh, could the Dolphins pick him up? Would that be a thing? And then
I think it's easier to make an impact at certain positions than others, right? Interior lineman, you can be immediate because you're always got help. You're not necessarily on an island. Safety, right? Unless you're the one that's got to make the calls, then maybe not. Wide receiver or tight end, they can adapt a game plan based on what you can handle, right? If you can't handle too many adjustments on the run, then they'll just simplify it. And so I think at tight end, and I don't know how much he plays on the end of the line of scrimmage, but at tight end, he can make an impact early.
Yeah, I mean, that's the one thing is you're like, oh man, because everybody was talking about him like he was a phenom coming into this, and he wasn't even the first tight end that was taken.
No, was
Loveland.
Loveland, right?
Ended up getting taken before him, which was surprising because everybody was like, oh, I mean, Tyler Warren, this guy might be out here, and he might be, who knows?
It's one of those things where you look at the numbers and then you look at the measurables, right? And they probably fell in love with, Loveland because of maybe his 40, his quickness, something like that, right? Give you another perfect example. Remember when the Dolphins moved up to get was it Jordan?
Deion Jordan.
Deion Jordan.
Oof.
Right? Freak of nature. Well, but he couldn't play football, which was one of the reasons why Michael Parsons dropped. Michael Parsons dropped because he didn't actually have a lot of sacks.
The other thing that was annoying about that, though, is like he wasn't even a freak of nature. Like he was super skinny. Like they came in there.
He was tiny, right?
He has to put on a bunch of weight, and I'm just like, I remember he got busted for steroids because everybody was like, yeah, this guy needs some steroids for real. And then he actually took that advice and got pinched for it. I'm like, wait a minute. So you took a guy who was supposedly this unbelievable freak, but he wasn't even like body ready for the position yet. It was so weird. It was such a weird pick by Jeff Ireland.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. But look, I'm happy with Kenny G. Don't get me wrong. I'm excited. He looked like an absolute monster in just the preseason games we saw. He was throwing people around like they were rag dolls. Right. So I'm hopeful he's also going to make it. Was very clearly a position of need, though it did seem like the Dolphins got a lot of good defensive tackles in this draft.
Well, they just got, I would say, this offseason in general, they got a lot of depth in that front seven, which, again, that'll have more impact on the secondary than bringing in a star in the secondary.
Yeah.
So I'm real interested to see how that plays out, because that's what I think. I do believe that with the pressure they can put on a quarterback, it limits what an offense can do, and hopefully that'll be so then they have a lot of these quick passes, and that's kind of one of the things that Warren falls into, right? When you think tight end, middle of the field, that mid-range kind of pass, he might have a big impact because that might be all the time that they have. So puts more pressure on the linebackers, not necessarily the secondary.
No, I mean, like, look, it's not a team. It's definitely a team that I feel like the Dolphins are better than, but it's not like they got bums. I mean, the biggest question is, I guess, Daniel Jones, right? Like,
I think that's
they're leaning into him, but they got Taylor. Pittman's
Right.
not a slouch, so they got some dude. And if Warren ends up being a guy, then okay, like there's going to be some guys that the Dolphins for sure have to stop. But I mean, it's just a question of Daniel Jones in this new situation where there's a little less pressure on him, maybe less lights. Like, is he going to do better? You know, he's a run threat, kind of.
Correct. Unless he falls.
Right. Unless the turf gets him.
So one of the things that I think we all do, right, is we see a team that our team's playing, and you see a guy that has had no success, and you say, oh, we got this. And I would say sometimes change of situations changes how you play. Look at Geno Smith, right?
Not true.
There's a lot of quarterbacks, Sam Bradford. There's a lot of quarterbacks that I bet you when they were playing Minnesota last year, they go, huh, it's Sam Bradford. Or not Sam Bradford.
Darnold.
Sam Darnold. And they just immediately assumed that it was going to be Sam Darnold that they had been facing, you know, for all those years. And then he lights it up. Now, to tell you what the Vikings thought, they thought, it's not Sam Darnold, it's this offense. Let him walk. So we'll see. There's a lot of situations like that. I mean, who knew Baker Mayfield was going to be that guy for Tampa? He played for 5 teams the year before.
He did. I mean, he did the tour in Carolina, and then he went to LA. It was, you know, I mean, but at one point he was he was probably the least surprised because at one point he was good.
Right. Before the injury with the Browns.
Right. I mean, there was a point where you're just like, oh, you could see why Baker Mayfield's going to be a decent player.
Right.
So
Who else can we say? I mean, like it's a hard thing, but we tend to look at the quarterback and determine if the team's better, right? Because I promise you, everybody that's playing Indy is going, huh, Daniel Jones.
Big 3 by Pelle to end the half. You had to stop Lithuania's run. They were closing. Sweden was closing.
Can you do me a favor?
What?
If you're going to give us updates on air,
yeah,
don't waste my chat space.
Sorry. I mean, Brittany, you didn't want to hear that Pelle had a big 3?
Of course I did, of course.
Yeah, just saying.
I was wondering how the game was going.
Your voice sounds much better today. You sound like you healed
does.
from Canes Notre Dame.
I definitely have.
Did you not talk for 24 hours, or did you have whiskey to heal it? Like, what did you have?
I literally did not talk for 24 hours.
Smart.
I went home after the show on Monday and I
slept.
And no, I actually didn't sleep. I just sat there. Thankfully, I live alone, so I don't have to worry about anything. My dad called me and I was like, I'm not talking. I need to rest my voice. And I didn't talk all day yesterday. I drank lots of tea with honey, and here we are.
She's rallying.
No, you need a hot toddy.
It's
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I don't either.
Okay. So
I'm glad about the old one.
So when we were kids, we would go to my grandma's house and go, because grandma would make a hot toddy. She'd take some lemon juice, squeeze a couple of lemons, some honey, and some Jack. And you just sip on it. And it coats your stomach. That's coats your throat and gets, you know, the pain out of it. So we saw her make it one time and we were like, she put some Jack Daniels in there. And so we would she said, oh baby, you need a hot toddy? Yeah, grandma.
Well, listen, that's the one thing when you have a big college football game out of the gate, no warming up. You know, you had to.
That's what Vlad said. He needed a preseason for tailgate.
Yeah, you needed to bring it strong right out of the gate, Brittany.
I know, I really did. Like, it was rough, but I don't think that this will happen again unless I go to the UF Miami game. Then that might be another situation.
Maybe take a couple weeks off. No Bethune and no USF.
Oh no, I'm not going to Bethune or USF, so don't worry.
I mean, there's nobody who's going to be going that crazy during those games.
I would hope not. I mean, I don't think there should be no yelling. Hopefully,
because of expectations.
Yeah, and also
Right,
just
like-
you don't feel like you have to be on your A game even as a fan for that game, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, so you bring the B-rated snacks to tailgate?
Oh yeah, for
For
Bethune.
sure.
Yeah, come on, dude.
Oh, you know they had some brisket and steaks and ribs on for Notre Dame.
Oh man, well not only that, they had to brave the monsoons
The
to tailgate.
Did
monsoons.
it rain that bad? It rained
Oh,
that
dude,
bad?
it was crazy.
Didn't they have a lightning delay for warm-ups?
No, they didn't.
No,
Yeah.
but they canceled
Canes Walk.
they canceled Canes Walk.
Mhm.
So like the fans, instead of having everybody out there to greet the team, they just had them go in.
It was a rain that I've never experienced in my life, truly.
Really?
Crazy.
I'm not even joking. This rain was going sideways. The wind was blowing. Everybody was having to hold their tents down because if you didn't, they were going to fly away.
I've been through some bad rains when I was a Marlins season ticket holder at the old stadium. There were some rough ones. Real rough ones. Nobody was there either. Just me.
So it was just you by yourself.
Just me and
braving the
Peanut Guy.
storm.
You and Peanut Guy? He knew you by name. Tobes, you ready for a refill?
You didn't know me by name.
Peanuts!
Put
Beer
money in the
up!
ball. Put the money in the tennis ball. Throw the ball. Whatever you say, sir.
I'm like, dude, you're right here. Hand it to me. Why you got to do your thing? We're the only two people here.
Hey, how would you guys like a chance to have a Pro Bowl Miami football player come and visit an elementary school of your choice? It could happen with WQM's MVP experience.
Only if it's Zach Sealer.
It is Zach Sealer. So if you guys want old Sealard on up to come visit your school and the school of your choosing, just enter an elementary school in Broward or Dade for a chance to get a visit from Zach Sealer. We'll speak to students and more. For contest rules, go to WQM.com. Back with more for this. All right, welcome back, everybody. It's Tobin and Leroy here with you on 104.3 FM, WQAM. We'll take you guys up until 2 here on the program. We're streaming live on YouTube and Twitch, 104.3 WQAM. Miami 104.3 WQAM on Twitch, where Schmeeth and Schmolnick says, can't wait till Mrs. Tobin's school somehow wins the Zach Sealer contest. I told him, I said, she's in the 5-6-1. We can't rig this contest. And he's like, and the Mavs couldn't fix the lottery. Oh, yeah. The school's totally in Broward. Wink. Wink. My wife did have Lusaka Polite visit her school one time.
Sweet Lou.
Love Lusaka Polite.
I saw him a couple of weeks ago.
He guilted you into golfing.
Yeah.
It's that time. We're going to do this a little early today because got a surprise lined up for next hour. But let us get to the mix bag. Get into some of the footy football here. And by the way, want to let you guys know that Sports Talk on WQAM is presented by Paramount Plus. You can't always count on much these days, but you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus. Watch your local NFL game every Sunday on CBS and Paramount Plus all season long. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today. You familiar with Hunter Renfrow, Leroy?
I am.
Unfortunately,
yes. Oh, yeah.
Well,
he went to Clemson, right?
He did go to Clemson.
Yeah, there you go. That's why you have a whoa.
Local jerk, Brittany?
I just don't like Clemson, so I
Because
just
he
don't
went to
watch it.
she's a South Carolina fan.
She's
No,
a Miami
I'm
fan.
not.
She's a
Well, I
Miami
think you're a man. Either way, aren't you from South Carolina?
No.
She's-
Leroy, how many times do
She
you have to go through
moved to
this?
South Carolina.
All right.
I don't claim that place.
Where are you from? I've never heard of it. Hunter Renfrow. He apparently got cut by Carolina, the Panthers, and then they tried to bring old intangibles back. But there were issues because as they called multiple times, his daughter had his phone and she was watching cartoons.
And my daughters were in the car. Like, I was right outside the car. I wouldn't just leave them in there. But I guess I had like 10 minutes phone calls from Dan and Dave, my agent, and they were all just ignored. My daughter was watching Bluey or something. She ignored all. So got back in the car and had that conversation, I guess. That had been on Thursday maybe. And then just made sure that this is what I wanted to do. Made sure that this is where I wanted to be, which I was pretty sure of it. But just wanted a couple days to kind of make sure it was good with my wife and my family to go and give everything I got to it.
Hunter, Dave.
There you go. Almost not brought back to the Panthers because the daughter's too busy watching Bluey.
So he was already on the Panthers.
He was, and I think he was on last round of cuts, and then I think somebody got hurt, and they wanted to bring him back. And he is a Carolina guy.
Is he a rookie?
What? No,
No,
he's
he's
he
been
had a
out,
1,000-yard season with the Raiders a couple of years back.
So it's weird because that almost sounds like a pay cut type of issue.
Maybe,
You know what I mean? Like,
but
we want you to take a pay cut, but then they, instead of doing it, they said we'll just wait through camp, and we could cut him with no dead money. Somebody gets hurt, now they got to bring him back, but it's probably going to be that less than what they signed him for.
no, Lithuania is taking the lead on Sweden, 44-43. Still plenty of time. 6 minutes left in the third. Dan Campbell, he's getting ready for the Lions to take on the Packers, and this is what he had to say about the frozen tundra.
Man, we love Lambeau. I mean, it's awesome. You know, it's just that's one of those places on the 8th day the good Lord made Lambeau, you know, and so we could go out there and play in it, you know, first Super Bowl, Ice Bowl, the history it's got, and it's in the same location, you know, it's been upgraded, all those, but man, it's got that deep history to it. And, you know, it's the grass, man. It's the elements. It's just the mystique. It's awesome, man. If you love football, you love going to play there. And so our guys look forward to it, man. It's one of those special places to go play.
Wow.
It is. And it's weird because it goes house, bar, house, bar, stadium. So it looks like the OB. Whereas it's just the OB's just dropped down right in the middle. You know what I mean?
Oh, the OB. When you forget to get no blocky, you're there for a while.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Nick Sirianni, he coaches the Eagles. And he was asked about Banner Night coming up tomorrow.
Yeah, I didn't know it was Banner Night. We won't be out for that.
Okay.
I know a lot of teams that do that.
Kind of why nobody likes this guy, right? Like, it's
No, but here's the deal.
Got like a Joe Mazzulla to him. Like, I'm just too.
Well, but here's the deal. If he says we're going to be out there front and center and they throw up a dud, then he can't win. He put himself in a position where he can't win.
I don't want to. I didn't know.
Because people don't like him.
Is that because they got the rings already? Like, you don't know? Everybody knows when it's.
You already got the ring.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, like, how do you not know? Everybody knows what the first night is. It's Banner Night. It's kind of why nobody likes him, though. That's kind of why.
No, I told you why. He can't win. If he goes out there, they'll say he's not concentrating on football. He's going to be a fat cat. And then if he doesn't go out, there will be the people like you.
Oh, man. Who could forget the Heat ring night after 2006? That was one of the all-time championship fat cat performances against the Bulls.
But they lose by 40.
Woo! That was an ass kicking. Wow. Dabo Swinney, not fan of him either.
Do we put him in the same class with Mike McGundy
today?
Well,
with Mike Gundy? Like, they kind of say these things.
A little bit, yeah. Yeah, they're kind of like the annoying twins of college football.
Because he would definitely have said what Mike Gundy said about the NIL.
Well, this is what he had to say on them losing to LSU.
I mean, if we make the first tackle, I mean, Wade's got the guy. He's got, I mean, I don't even know how his knee didn't go down, but he, you know, without that run, I mean, like I said, the last 58 minutes is 2.8. And that is a physical group. It's a very smart quarterback. And that is a back. So they're going to be a problem. And they got some explosive dudes. And it was a hell of a game. It was a hell of a game. Down the last play. Right out of the gate. It's like getting the final exam day one of class. They made a 65, we made a 58. Neither one of us were great.
So he basically said they're dumb, but we're dumber.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yikes. Give yourself, you're making up numbers. Make them higher.
I mean, what?
Who uses an analogy where the team that beat you has 65% and you have 58?
Still gets an F. Everybody still got an F.
Everybody still fails.
We're going to have to grind that one on a curve. We were all terrible. All right, Dabo. I'm sure family loved hearing that.
Oh, my goodness. That's another guy.
Oh, he's another one. There's not a lot of, I mean, who are the likable college football coaches? Mario's pretty likable. I mean, he just
Mario's likable.
Does some mind-numbing things from time to time, but he's likable. He's a real dude. Some of these guys, man, they're just you get the willies.
I think for the most part, people like the Michigan coach if he stopped crying. I think more people hate Notre Dame than hate their coach. Right?
That's fair. I don't think Marcus Freeman really.
Oh, I think Marcus Freeman's the first likable Notre Dame coach in a while.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
He's also just good looking, so I think that helps him.
He is handsome.
Very handsome.
So it gets kind of, he gets the raw deal of being a good guy on a team that everybody hates.
Yep.
Right. How about was it Franklin?
I don't know how to feel about him.
You know what's crazy? Who's the Oregon coach?
Dan Lanning.
The second highest paid coach in football.
Yeah.
Would you know him if he walked in front of you right now?
I actually would, but simply because I was on the Oregon bus with them last year. I was on with Dan Lanning. I didn't know who he was.
Okay, no, then the answer is no. You already went through it.
Well, he didn't. He wasn't. And then I interviewed him. They're like, "Oh, this is Dan Lanning," and Dan Lanning could tell. I like Dan Lanning. You want to know why?
He could tell you met before and you didn't know who he was?
No, that's not the reason. Dan Lanning could tell that I was having a miserable time in Indianapolis. And as I'm leaving, he goes, "It's almost over." I was like, I like this guy. He's a real dude.
Right.
He's a real dude.
But yeah, like nobody likes the Alabama coach,
No, not now. No way.
right?
I like him because he's got Alabama in shambles.
Do you know who else I can't stand is Ryan Day. I really don't like him.
Oh man. Well, that's that face.
It's that face, such a punchable face.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like. I don't.
He's another guy. He's another guy that takes a lot of heat, even after winning a championship. Because keep in mind, if it was up to Ohio State fans, he would have never got to that championship. He would have been fired long before that.
I don't really like Mike Norvell either. He kind of looks like Urban Meyer's annoying younger brother. I don't like him, dude. I don't like him at all.
But it's weird because, like, when you sit back and think about it, there's very few likable coaches just based on at some point they're going to get caught up in coach speak and you're going to get annoyed and then you're going to go, I don't like him. So that's why we like Dan Campbell. I mean, there's a lot of great coaches in NFL that I tell you who we all like. Anybody ever say anything bad about Andy Reid?
Nah, I mean Philly fans back in the day,
but I mean it was more about they still loved him. But even Philly, he got through Philly, and everybody was happy for him. Right?
Well, speaking of likable college coaches, Mario Cristobal, this was him on Rueben Bain's interception.
Oof.
No doubt, right? If you want to win football games in modern day football, you got to have people that could rush the passer in the fourth quarter, right? So many of these games are coming down to the wire. Those guys, they work themselves to their most minimal body fat. Mesro got himself to 265, 270, Bain about 275, really trimmed down, worked on their conditioning relentlessly, not just by what we did in the summer, but in practice. That's where you really see it. There's one way to get in football shape, play football really hard, and that's what they do. That ball spits out there, they're hauling butt to chase down the ball. Like Bain being there for the interception, that's not a surprise. That's every day in practice. Now, the ball hasn't bounced off an ankle and landed in his hands, but he's always been there. And when you haul to the ball, like good things typically happen. And just so happened he showed some good ball carrying skills as well.
He wanted to say haul ass, but he couldn't think of nothing that matched, that rhymed.
For show poniness.
Tobin, have you been talking to Mario? Because that sounds like something you would say. That Bain, when you haul to the ball,
you're gonna get it all.
Oh, see, there we go. Little Tobin sprinkle on it. The saying is now complete.
We'll take a break. Howard Tua is next.
It's time for our Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua. It's our Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Tagovailoa. Not
Tua Tagovailoa.
A for effort. Dolphins quarterback.
Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua.
Tua.
Tua, Tua, Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Can go to hell. Tua Tagovailoa. Dolphins quarterback.
Daddy loves you guys.
Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of
Hour 2 of the program, ladies and gentlemen. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 104.3 FM. WQAM. Get to our headlines brought to you by Doral Volkswagen. Doral VW just broke the rules of gravity. Prices are falling so fast, we're checking for a crater. Volkswagen's price like they've lost their minds. Doral VW, buckle up. No one sells for less. No one. I know you guys were all waiting with bated breath during the break. I have an update for you. Sweden back on top of Lithuania, 56-55 with 9 minutes left in the game. And looks like Lithuania just turned the ball over. So we roll. Big day for Sweden, though. They did make their first knockout round in Eurobasket history. So Pelle Larsson has engineered, Leroy, the greatest.
It already sounds like you're – hold on. It already sounds like you're coming up with the that a boy before the game's over with.
No, I'm just letting you – I know. I am just delivering the
Brittany,
facts. I am just delivering the facts.
When he says, well, at least this is the first time they ever made it to this round before the game's over, that means you think Lithuania is going to win.
I don't know.
I feel like that's what you're thinking.
I don't know that Lithuania is going to win. I think right now, they're trying to weather the storm because Pelle's not in the game, and this is always the key for Sweden. Can you survive the non-Pelle minutes? That's what you have to worry about. He's the first Swedish basketball player in 20 years to put up back-to-back 20-point games in Eurobasket, and now he has them to their first knockout stage in the nation's history. In a lot of ways, Pelle Larsson is a national hero. I don't think that's funny. It's true. Why are you guys not respecting Eurobasket?
Because on our bench, he's number 8.
I just want to know if the Swedes really care about this.
They care. They care. They care about.
Are you sure?
Yeah. They care about 3 things: cuckoo clocks, Gustav Forsling, and Eurobasket.
What about skiing?
Isn't that Switzerland?
And no, the same area, dude. What do you?
I don't know.
No. And Swedish have a lot of golfers.
Oh yeah, what's that dude? Oberg?
Yes. No,
Ludwig Oberg.
Yes,
Oberg, yeah.
Yes. Isn't Annika from Sweden? Yeah.
Annika Sorenstam?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think so.
No one's disrespecting Pelle.
No, it feels like you are.
And here's the problem.
It's Marcos
because you go in so hard on players that if you say the slightest little thing against it, that means you're a hater.
I haven't said anything. Or I'm just telling you guys that Date South says that cuckoo clocks come from Germany. I'm just letting you guys know the Swedish facts, okay? That's all. That's it.
I'm surprised you don't own a cuckoo clock. You're a bit of a cuckoo. Would it be something if I got a clock and it went and Tobin? I wish I could get somebody to make that. My little clock for hour 2 and Tobin.
What are you gonna call? You're gonna find some German clockmaker. You want uns what? Short pony.
Dude, that would be the greatest thing ever, just to sit behind me.
I'm sure there's a way that you can customize a cuckoo clock.
And at the top of every hour, Tobin comes out. Oh, that would be so awesome.
The sporting news is still around. They have ranked quarterbacks 1 to 32. Tua Tagovailoa in their rankings. 28th.
Of the 30 quarterbacks,
32.
32 quarterbacks.
The only quarterbacks they have below him, Cam Ward, Joe Flacco, Daniel Jones, and Spencer Rattler.
And all those aren't even starters.
Yes, they are.
They're all starters.
Wait,
Spencer
if
Rattler.
he's 28th, you named off a whole bunch of quarterbacks.
Dude, what? There's 32 teams. You got to get out of 19.
You said Tua was 28th.
Yes.
Then was that only 4 names? I
Yeah,
thought
you
you
only
gave
gave
like
4
6
names.
names. All right, my bad.
No.
I thought you gave like 6 names. I'm like, wait a minute.
Spencer and Rattler are two different are the same quarterback. They're not two different quarterbacks. Poor Saints. You better hope Arch Manning is good. 28 seems strong. Is
everybody just automatically saying that the Saints are going to be the worst team in the NFL?
Everybody's saying that, but basically every projection that I was seeing yesterday, I think like the nicest I saw the Dolphins at was 19th, but most of them are all 25, 28. Everybody thinks the Dolphins they're projecting them to stink. Nobody and everybody, you know what the weird thing is like everybody seems to think that it's not a talent thing, right? And it doesn't even feel like Tua's health seems to be the big concern. It seems to be everybody thinks that like this team hates each other, which all everybody keeps putting out. Now it is like team stuff they're all putting out and the players, but like all this team is saying is this is the closest we've ever been. We all love each other.
Right.
This has been the best off season. Now we'll see if it starts 0-2, how they'll feel.
I would say when my Bill Belichick years in Cleveland, the team was really close. And some of the guys he brought in made it a point to do that. We really hung out and stuff like that. But a lot of it was Bill doing it, right? Like he would have stuff where if you did this, you could stay out an extra hour for curfew, you know? And it didn't help that much. Well, we had other circumstances, but one year we went to the second round of the playoffs, and the next year we were leading the division, and then the team announced they were leaving. A lot of that. But
like this list has Bryce Young above him, and I'm like,
at this point, it's just a list. It has no bearing on anything because here's the thing that people that write about these things and make up these lists don't have to do. Right? They're not on our show. Our show, me and you, if you say something and it don't work out, you're going to hear about it. But these guys make up all these lists, and at the end of the year, nobody goes back and say, look at your raggedy list.
This list has Caleb Williams as the 11th quarterback.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Nobody after the season's over with or guys get benched, nobody ever has to come back and look at their list and say, oh, this was a terrible list.
Oh, I'm keeping this list. I'm keeping this list.
You've never kept the list.
I keep lists. That's why I tell Chris, go to hell. I don't forget that he put him 40th.
I'm telling you, and you made that before the season, right?
Yeah, I think before his second year.
Right. So, what I'm saying, like, there's no accountability for these lists, and yet people flip out over them.
No, but why would you have them that low? Like, unless
why would you have a list? You don't know.
I just would be like, unless you have on the list, dude can't stop running into people and stay healthy like that. But that's not even the explanation. It says some like yards per average passer, blah 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 blah.
That's the offense. Like wait a minute. We've seen Tua throw deep square ends. We've seen him throw fade routes. We've seen him throw deep balls. Nobody at any point during Tua's career to this point have ever said the words, Tua has a weak arm. Because he's made every throw that needed to be made.
Aaron Rodgers is 19th.
Yeah. Okay. When they going to add the other 22 years to that?
He's above Matthew Stafford.
And that's a joke in itself. Right?
Matthew Stafford being 20th? Yeah, I would say so.
Right.
Trevor Lawrence, 17.
Oh.
See, like I feel like any Tua projection. If I made
it's like somebody's paying him on the side for the list, right?
It feels like it.
Like, hey, we'll give you a koozie and some some game where if you move our quarterback up and help with his,
Right. I mean,
because come on, what Trevor Lawrence?
What's he getting? Like free Jacksonville jumbo shrimp swag? Like, what's he getting for this?
I don't know.
I'm just, I don't know. It's crazy. But no, like all these, Florio yesterday. I feel like Florio put the Dolphins at 29 strictly just to rile up Joe Rose on Friday. I feel like he's just like, I know I'm going to be on Joe's show on Friday. I'm going to put the Dolphins at 29. Just to
Like,
cause
I can't listen.
29th?
I cannot look at this team right now in the beginning stages of this season. And this is in all fairness. I can't look at them any worse than 20th. And what I would say is this. You have 14 teams go to the playoffs, and 4 to 6 of them are going to switch. And I think the Dolphins are right on the edge as to one team that could have a hot streak and be one of those new playoff teams. I believe that. And that's not, you know me. I don't like, I'm not going to just praise somebody because of whatever reason people want to call me a hater. I really do believe that. And one of the reasons why I believe that is because regardless of what you think about the offense, the run game, Tua's health, or whatever, you have a defense that's going to keep you in games.
Well, that's
I think that defense has upgraded to the point where we're going to look at them as a strength. And even if you don't feel that good about the defense, the offense, you're going to be in a lot of games because of that defense. And I think that's the thing.
Yeah, and I think the reason, I'm guessing the reason for all these predictions, like obviously the Dolphins were disappointing last year, but that was on top of not having their quarterback for 6 games, which is going to kill anybody's season, basically, for the most part. So, all right, you can make the bet that Tua is not going to be healthy again, but that's
nobody's saying that.
But
they're just saying the Dolphins are garbage.
Oh, big 3 by Pelle to tie it up. 65 apiece. 4 minutes to go.
I hate you right now.
Why?
Because nobody cares.
No, that's not true. Please don't say that.
I can say that.
No, please don't say that. It's Heat Nation, dude. We are little Sweden and Serbia and Italy. Tough day for Simone Fontecchio, though, yesterday. But they're all in the knockout stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then when they get back to the Heat after playing all that excellent Euro basketball.
It's not going to happen. It's not going to, I'm telling you, dude. Especially Pelle, maybe Fontecchio, but for Pelle and Nico, no way. Oh, here he goes. Uh-oh. He got Valanciunas. Oh, took the contact and the foul. Oh, no foul. Hey, what the hell there, ref? But the Pelle just gave him the lead, dude. Swedish swish.
Swish a Swede.
You take that, Valanciunas.
Hey,
right into your
I'm not
beard.
You're unfamiliar with it.
But
Swisher Swede fits better.
Okay, we've established this. He can be like Apollo Creed and have like 4 nicknames. That's cool, dude. Right. We can call him Swedish Chef. We can call him Swedish Meatballs. We can call him Swisher Swede. We can call him Swedish Swish. It's all there for us, baby.
Okay.
You know, that's why I'm getting a cuckoo clock.
No, why you are a cuckoo clock. Right? Not why I'm getting a cuckoo clock. This way we're going to go to Germany. Because it is not in Sweden. It's like you're gonna go to Sweden one time and say, yes, I would like personalized cuckoo clock, and they would go, you need to be in Germany.
Wrong place. Dade South calls him Sweden Marley.
Point for
I like that. I like that.
Wow. Unbelievable. No, man, but I don't know. I'm just like, I don't want to be like a weenie about it because I want to be like, it's one of these things where like, I get it. I get the Dolphins skepticism, but I'm in this kind of boring level of, I think the Dolphins are going to be kind of okay. And maybe they can have some things break their way and be good in those surprises. But I don't think they're going to be terrible. And I think it's not a fun prediction, but I see all these predictions saying, no, they're going to be awful. Oh, brr. I'm like, you sure? You think they're going to be terrible?
I can't see it. What did I tell you? After 4 games, you'll be able to tell how much this team has actually gone to the things they say they need to do to be better, right? And that has nothing to do with the success or failure of it. Now, most people are going to wrap that around success or failure. But I would say that if they do the things that will enable them to play all year and not just when it's warm, right? That means the style of run, how they operate offensively, then you'll have a better feeling about this team, even if it's not successful early. I think if they do the things they did in the previous 2 years just to have success early, then you're going to be saying the same things in December and January that you were saying the previous years, that, oh, they got off a hot start and then they go on this three game losing streak because they're playing up north or they're playing a team that has a stout defensive line.
No,
And
they have a ton of proof, though. Yeah,
right.
I 100% agree with you. It's just, I'm just like,
it just sucks. It just sucks. It just sucks that these are one. I hate when you make improvements from year to year, and we don't know this yet of the Dolphins, but you make these improvements. You start off, you look really good, and then fans go, "Let's just wait until December." Right? And that sucks because you can only do what you've done so far. And so watch. If they start off hot, if they run all over Indy, we're gonna say that's Indy, right? Then they play the Jets. They run all over the Jets. Huh?
Patriots week 2.
Patriots week 2, sorry. Then they go into the Patriots. Now, for some reason, I don't understand this part about the Patriots, right? We're gonna just take them from where they were last year and just make them a playoff team. They can make that jump, but nobody else can.
No, just because of Vrabel. Yeah, I get you.
You see what I mean? Like it never works that way.
I missed the part where Vrabel, when he doesn't have Derrick Henry, I missed the part when he was good. I don't know. Take a break. Back after this.
1043
All right, welcome back, everybody. It's Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Sweden down 4, Leroy to Lithuania. 12 seconds.
Oh, that's it.
I don't know if the Swedes have
all your
it.
previous comments come into play.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at, I like to peruse our Twitch and YouTubers.
Yep.
And I would say Joe Kerr. He says Commanders made that jump last year. Texans did 2 years ago. Texans playing a terrible division, so it's not that hard.
Yeah, we'll get back to that in just a second. But I got a surprise for you.
What's up?
Go out to a guest line, Toyota of Hollywood guest line. Shop over 2,000 Toyotas on sale at one location, Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood and Sheridan, and ToyotaofHollywood.com. A legend is here to defend the honor of Eurobasket because you have been
my goodness,
for watching it, and I've been loving every minute of it. So I am bringing in an MVP to tell you need to get your ass to start watching some Eurobasket. The legend, Goran Dragic, stopping by the program. Hello, Goran.
What's up, guys? Hey, Leroy.
What's going on?
You guys?
Hey, Goran, I can't trust nobody who believes the reason why they talk English on the sidelines is because of TV coverage.
But Leroy, you have to watch Eurobasket because most of the NBA players are the best European players in the league right now. So,
well, the only reason why I get frustrated, and this is the honest truth, and Tobin will tell you this, I see our players, the Heat players, go over there and ball out, right? Nico's been a pro for 6 years now, right? And then they come over here and sit on the bench and scared to use them because they're young. And I just get so frustrated that I don't want to see them play over there because it just frustrates me when they come over here and don't play. That's why I feel that way.
Okay, I got you. No, I agree. But, when you're representing your country, it's a different feeling. The guys, you grow up with them, know how to play with them. So it's a little bit different, when Nico got to Miami Heat, he needs to learn the system, the first year in the league. But, I'm telling you one thing. I'm expecting big things this season from Nico. He's looking good over there. So
I hope so because
let's just hope that he's going to stay healthy.
Yes. That's right. Well, and keep in mind, he was playing a lot of minutes before he got hurt. And so I'm not saying he wasn't playing, but this has got to be the most European players that the Heat have had in a while, or ever.
Yeah.
I can't even think. So, to be able to see some of these guys, I think that the promising aspect of it is to be able to see some of these guys that you really didn't get to see in college because you weren't watching Illinois or Arizona, and to see them in the element where they're needed and their country needs them to perform well, and they're going out and performing, that's a positive thing. Of course, I know how Spo is with young players, and I'm just I get frustrated.
No, you're also mad at me because I'm keep peppering you with Portugal-Serbia updates at 6 this morning.
Yes.
But I can't help it. I've been watching every damn game. I just watched Sweden lost to Lithuania, but it was a really good game, and Pelle was impressive. And I see these fans, they're going bananas. You see the flags and the countries. This is just a group game, and they're all advancing, but these fans are going nuts. I can't even imagine what that's like for you when you're representing your country, and they're all going crazy with each other.
No, it's unbelievable. Just to be in that environment in Eurobasket, and you see all these, fans representing their own country, the flags. It's a different energy. It's not like NBA game because most of NBA games it's a little bit quiet. Over there they cheer, they engage with the game, and it's a little bit different. And of course, you have your country on your back. If you don't perform well, they're on your. You know what? So it's pretty awesome to play, and we'll see. I mean, so far, Eurobasket has been tremendous. Today we had some upset. Great Britain beat Montenegro, so that's really a tough situation. My guy Nikola Jokić is out of the tournament, and we're going to see a lot of more teams that they're going to surprise us.
Did you when you won? It felt like that was a big upset for Slovenia at the time, was it not? Because it felt like you the way you were running with it, you guys winning that thing. I remember like the welcome you got. It felt monstrous for your country that you had that run that year. Did you guys think you had a chance that year when you won?
No, we did. I mean, Slovenia, we really have such a good basketball players, and we always was one of the favorites, like let's say top 7, top 6 teams to make it, but we always choke in semifinals, quarterfinals, semifinals, and 2017. We really had a good team with a good coach, Igor Kokoškov. Then we bring in Anthony Randolph, who we really miss as a position 4 and 5. We don't have big guys, and then really make a great chemistry. And that year we went all the way, undefeated. We beat Serbia, we beat Latvia, Greece, France, all these powerhouses, Spain, and that was something unique. So.
Is this some of this is like one of the bigger opportunities where NBA teams get to see the younger guys? Like some of these guys make the team, haven't come over to the NBA yet, and it's maybe an opportunity to see these guys play at the highest level?
Yeah, definitely. But, Leroy, they have so many scouts in Europe. They go watch club ball and, they already know everything about them.
Right.
But it's exposure. Definitely, like you said, when you play for your national team, especially young players, they got that extra energy, extra step, and definitely it's a good tournament, to have young player and to showcase their talent. But if I'm honest, all the GMs, the scouts in NBA, they already know everybody.
Right.
So.
Everybody, they all have the book now. There's no more mysteries anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
So have you seen a little bit of Nico in this tournament? What have you thought about how he's been playing? Because he seems like he's been putting up some monster numbers for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's a second leading scorer. What I really like about him, he's really versatile. He can defend. When he gets a rebound, he's really pushing the ball. So he's playing at the fast pace, and he's a Swiss knife. At Eurobasket, he can defend 1, 2, 3, 4, and he's making the outside shot, 3-point. And so far, him and Jokić are the best players in the Serbian squad. And now it's going to be crucial for him to step up even more because Bogdan Bogdanović got hurt. So he was probably the second, third options, and now it's on Nico to be that guy.
It is crazy though, because like he has had experience, getting the World Cup and the Olympics the last couple of years. I know he was banged up, but like, is there a difference, I guess, between international competitions when from year to year? I'm sure the Olympics is like the biggest one, but when you get to this one, is there any type of difference with the atmosphere that he's going to be facing?
I mean, at the Olympics, you have some teams that they're competing from, Asia, Africa. They're not maybe at the same level. Eurobasket is really tough because it's a lot of good teams and you have a lot of competitions. But, in the end of the day, is the same excitement, Olympics, the World Cup, the Eurobasket. Serbia, if you look, they've been winning a lot of medals, but they were always second place. So this is the time they have to, win gold medal. It's a lot of pressure on them. And I think Serbia, Germany is strong. Then France has a really young team, but they're looking good. Then you have Greece with Giannis. So it's a lot of teams, they're going to compete for that gold medal. So it's going to be really exciting to see.
Is there anything that would it tear if we get a Slovenia-Serbia matchup with affinity to Nikola Jokić? Any conflict, or will you still?
He said no.
Tobin, we don't want that smoke. Trust me. We're not in position. We're not in position to fight for the medals. We have one of the best players in the world, Luka in our team, but unfortunately we don't have a supporting cast. So we don't want that smoke. So I think we already seen the preparation game against Serbia. I think we lost almost 40 points difference. So no.
Do you think it's like do these things go in cycles for Slovenia? Like, do you think there's anybody coming down the pipe to help Luka maybe in 2-3 years? Like, is that just how it goes with international ball?
Yeah, we have a huge gap in between. Not a lot of depth, talented players, but we do have a couple of young prospects. Our young team under 18 or under 20 just won a silver medal in the World Cup. So we do have 3 or 4 prospects, but they're still young. They're like 15, 16, 17 years old. So they're going to need time to, to develop the game. But, what I'm disappointing with Slovenia this summer, they put 2 young players in the squad, but they didn't even get no minutes because I don't know why. First of all, we're not gonna fight for the biggest. We're not gonna fight for a medal. So why not to put young players in to develop them and try to think about the future? Because most of these players are 32, 30, 34. So probably this is the last Eurobasket for them, and we have to flip the page.
Goran, you sound like us as Heat fans when we want Spo to play.
I'm actually on 2 hills with Miami Heat and with national team. So I'm like,
you want to see? Let's see. You're typical. Let's see what they got. I just want to send them out there.
Goran, I said the same thing that you're saying about the Miami Heat last year, because especially in NBA basketball, all you do is push the amount of time you have to evaluate a guy before you got to give him big money. So if you find yourself in a situation like last year, the Heat only won 37 games, find out, give them an opportunity sooner so that if they have that one really good year, you've seen them play so you know where they're projected instead of just having that one big year and now you got to decide whether to max a guy out because you sat him for 2 years.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, but at the same time, the Miami Heat, especially last year, we were in that position that we are fighting for 8 spot, 9, 10. So
right.
you're still hoping,
right.
Maybe the team gonna click. We all know in people in organization, they don't like losing. They're gonna fight. So, probably that's
Goran. All right, look at me right here. They wasn't going to win a medal, right? So,
it was a few teams better than us, but you're still hoping though.
I know you're hoping.
Sure. I got you.
Yeah. They weren't going to win a medal.
But did you? It was an interesting year because Jimmy left, Bam and Tyler kind of go into this role where now they're the dudes. Do you think that with all that stuff behind, do you think that they can, almost be a little bit more clear this year as far as not having to navigate all that stuff and just kind of have a normal year that could equate to them? Because we know how talented Bam and Tyler are, but is there an ability maybe to go even better for them now that they don't have to handle the headache of the drama of that?
Yeah. I really believe that they can do it because, it's really tough to play when you have drama around yourself. The situation that happened last year with Jimmy, it didn't help nobody. It didn't help Jimmy. It didn't help the team. So, it was a mess up situation. And, when you're a player and you see your teammates going through or the team, it affects you, how you play, how you prepare as a team. And I definitely believe that this year we're gonna have more calmness. Spo gonna be more calm. Coach is gonna be more calm. They're gonna, have time to prepare team. And when you calm, you perform better. Your confidence grows. Everything is much easier. You sleep better. You eat you eat more. It's all those stuff. And I really believe that this year, I like the additions that the team they bring, and we'll see. It's gonna be a fun year.
They posted you with the rook, Kasparas. What kind of wisdom did you give the rookie?
I just came to practice. I talked to Queenie and Spo a little bit to go there and to share my story to Kasparas. He's a great, first of all, a great kid. He has a lot of talent. Of course, we need to give him time. But I was at practice and give him some pointers, and I'm hoping a little bit to work with him because especially I see the talent, but we need to get him to play at the higher pace, to push the ball a little bit more, and when he plays pick and roll to see what is going on, and not to pass the ball when he jumps in there, so to be more consistent. But I think he's a huge talent, big body. He can play defense. He's tough as nails. So definitely we'll see.
You teach that iron shoulder to him? Give him the keys to that?
Not yet, but I'm here. I told him I'm here. If you need me, I would love to work with him. And
Before we get you out of here, Goran, I gotta ask, man. I saw you did some traveling this summer. What was it like riding a camel?
Oh, it was not fun. First of all, it's crazy, man. Just to get on the camel, and then when she stands up, it's a little bit, nerve-wracking. My kids, they love it, but I was not a huge fan. I rather, ride a horse than a camel.
So wait, is this one of those things that Dad had to be convinced to do, or you just had to go because you had to make sure the kids?
Yeah, definitely. Especially my daughter Victoria and my son Mateo. They're like, let's go. We were in Egypt a little bit, and definitely it was a good experience. But I'm not a huge fan of a camel. So.
And then, so what were you doing in Africa? You were doing some charity work in Africa. It looked like you were up to some good work over there.
Yeah, we went to Kenya, Nairobi. I work with Starfish Foundation and with Wave Foundation. We are building some farms over there, and Starfish Foundation is doing computer school for the kids over there. And I really want to give some money and to open the first basketball court in Masai region. So we did that, and it was awesome experience. We played some basketball. We visit some kids' school, and it was a really good experience, especially for my kids, to show them, not everything is for granted, and was an awesome experience.
That's some awesome work, man. Hey, do you got a prediction for Eurobasket? Do you think Jovic can bring home the gold?
Yeah. I'm gonna stick with my prediction. I already give my prediction to Eurobasket, so I'm gonna go Serbia gold medal. Then let's say Germany second place, and I see maybe Greece third. But I didn't know at beginning of the tournament Turkey really looks good. Turkey is playing tremendous. Şengün is doing his thing. So this is the team that they can win a medal too. So
can't wait to check it out, man. Hey, thank you for coming on here and schooling Leroy on Eurobasket.
All love, Leroy.
Wait.
Hey. All love, brother.
I had an idea of who he was bringing on. And so I thought that I could just sit back because, listen, all love to a guy that would put a kangaroo suit on for another man, right? so I thought he was going to roll with it.
But no, look, Leroy, now Eurobasket starts. Now it's going to be the good, fun games, tough games. So now we're going to see a lot of competition and knockout stage. That's going to be the really fun.
So wait, on TV, they got the mic'd up. do the coaches speak English for the TV networks, or is that for the team? I don't know. Like, I feel like they go to these huddles and they're not speaking their home language. They're speaking in English.
You know why? 2017, we had Anthony Randolph in our team. So coaches, everybody speaks English anyway. In Slovenia national team, so it's much easier to communicate in English. So we don't have to translate, from Slovenian language to English to Toby, and to Anthony. So that's why probably most of the teams, because they have a foreign player in the squad, that's why they speak English.
That's why you yelled at your team in English.
Yes, that's what.
And keep in mind, all the players are national teams, but the coaches may come from other countries.
Exactly. Yeah, that's
right.
That too. Good point, Leroy. Yep. So yeah, most of the coaches are not from their country. Poland, for example, Poland has a Croatian coach. Georgia national team has a Serbian coach. So it's a lot of coaches. They're coming from different countries. Yeah.
Goran, you're the man, dude. Thanks for coming on the show. We appreciate it, buddy. And all the best. Have a great year. I'm sure we'll see you around the arena a bunch. And enjoy.
Yeah,
it.
I will definitely. I'm coming to see a couple of games, and maybe I see you guys in a media day. So
I like that. Hey, if you do, you gotta stop by the show, buddy.
I will, man. Thank you so much. Ciao.
Right, there you go. Goran Dragic joining us there. We'll take a break. Back with more. What I told you, man. I was bringing in the big guns for Eurobasket defense.
I had a feeling like there's only one guy that Tobin, because they have a relationship that if Tobin, Goran, can you absolutely right? No questions asked. To any man who would wear a kangaroo suit in 100-degree weather on South Beach with a sign. Yeah.
I actually won 2 costumes for him because then I wore the dragon one to welcome him home.
Oh.
It's the only person I've ever worn 2 costumes for, let alone one.
Really?
We'll take
do
a break.
that for Miss Tobin. What's wrong with you, dude? You can't be a fireman and a doctor? Back after this.
Okay, welcome back, everybody. It's Tobin and Leroy here with you. 104.3 FM WQAM. Thanks again to Goran Dragic for stopping by the show.
Your day is done.
We're good.
It's like eating a big old pot roast
and
then sitting down, taking one of those naps.
Well, I do have to rally back because Serbia Turkey is coming your way at 2:15. You just heard Goran Dragic. This could be a preview to, the gold medal game. Turkey's balling right now.
My favorite part of all of this is that I learned that these games truly don't matter because the next stage is already set.
Well, that's true. Yes. I mean, the group stage is, there was a surprise today, though, Brittany, because Great Britain beating Montenegro was huge because that was Sweden's win. So that got them in, even with the loss to Lithuania.
Crickets.
Anyway,
There's crickets there.
Dolphins are back at it, practicing for week 1 against the Indianapolis Colts. It's Goosey's galore. Football is back. It starts tomorrow. Please, Dolphins, please don't embarrass us. That's
You honestly think, why you think so lowly of the Dolphins?
Always got to protect your heart, Leroy. That's why.
But wait, why don't you do that with the Heat?
I do that with the Heat a lot. Did you not see how much I was drinking last year?
Well, that was during the season, after the fact.
God. Oh my God. Bro, are you okay?
What?
You just threw that back like you were just out running.
No, because the problem with having a
back starting to hurt again. Is it flaring up?
Dude, I'm on anti-inflammatories. I'm on I took some ibuprofen.
Right.
Wow.
Crazy. The other story that's going on right now in the NBA, this has been broken by Pablo Torre today on his podcast. Pablo Torre finds out is that apparently Steve Ballmer and Kawhi Leonard and this organization called Aspire seem to have Kawhi Leonard getting a $28 million endorsement when he seemed to sign a pretty team-friendly wink second deal with the Clippers. That wasn't that team-friendly because it appears he
made up for it with his...
He was getting $7 million a year to do nothing. No commercials, no nothing. And it appears very much like there's some salary cap circumvention that was going on here with Steve Ballmer.
Slow and steady wins the race, buddy.
Very interesting.
I see how you tiptoed through that word.
I
thought about it.
Oh, no. Hezzy move.
It's I mean, you are talking about one of the richest guys in the world.
Very rich.
That could care less. And would probably do something like that.
Yep.
However, if you pay somebody for a service and you don't ask them to do anything, do you give the money back? So if somebody came to you and said, hey, we need you for Dirty Boxing on Tuesday.
Sure.
You set your schedule accordingly. And then they go, never mind, here's the check. Are you going to give it back?
No, but here's the problem. The problem is there's salary cap rules. And if so, Kawhi, I don't know what their salary was like in 2021 and who they were trying to sign. But let's say they were trying to add somebody and say, hey, Kawhi, take a haircut. And he goes, we'll pay you $7 million a year under the table extra. And Steve Ballmer, I guess to this report, gives this company a $50 million investment, but 28 of it is getting fed to Kawhi to do nothing. That essentially is him getting to pay him extra under the table to play for the Clippers. You can't do that. I think really where they messed up here is Kawhi doing nothing. He should have at least done like some pictures for Instagram or something.
But like, what do you expect from Kawhi Leonard?
Nothing. He didn't do anything.
But like, what do
Hey,
you expect? You expect nothing from him.
I was shocked to see him in a New Balance commercial.
Oh,
so,
me too.
like,
Me too. But like,
Yeah.
why wouldn't you just be like, hey, listen, Kawhi, we just got to make it look good, baby. You know, like there was no meeting about this, or I guess the problem was this company filed for bankruptcy, and so all this stuff came out into the fold for everybody to see.
oh, so if it wouldn't have filed for bankruptcy,
I don't think anybody would have found out. I don't
how
think
you
so.
file for bankruptcy getting $50 million?
Because this guy was running it. Well, this was
Well, 28 million of it was going to
28 of it was to Kawhi.
Kawhi.
This all seems like it was a spider web of Ponzi scheme. This guy was just, I guess the company, here's what it was. This company was trying to eliminate the carbon footprint of giant organizations and celebrities. It was a very foo-foo California company, right?
Kawhi was backing this?
No! He was
wasn't
just taking
backing
checks!
anything.
He didn't do anything!
I'm just saying. Like, do we think of Kawhi as the foremost expert leading the charge on carbon imprint?
I'm not blaming Kawhi for taking
I'm
extra
not.
money. Steve Ballmer wanted to pay money. But Steve Ballmer can't do that? You can't do that!
So how is that going to work?
I don't know, dude. I do not know.
So do they then count the money against the cap? Or
I don't know what they're going to do.
Or do they find them draft picks?
Dude, that's
what you really need is for your team already to be 35 plus years old and not be able to bring in the young talent in.
Yeah, not only that, you just
think
watched
about this.
You just watched the kid you traded away win the championship too.
Think about this. You ain't even, you're talking about down here, right? With the situation that's going on down here. When the Dolphins got one first rounder taken away.
Oh, for tampering, yeah. No,
just for the idea they never actually met.
Yeah, no, they got hammered. The Dolphins got hammered.
So how do you think with 28 million under the table? We got caught up in that when I was in Cleveland.
For what?
Well, because we were every Monday when we watch film, we call them blue collar dollars or hustle plays, right? And they show before practice all of the, the little the big plays or the extra effort plays or whatever, tackles on special teams, right? And then you get a little envelope filled with cash.
Wow.
Yeah. There's a couple hundred, sometimes a little more than 1,000, somewhere in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, eventually it came out and they said, no, you're trying to circumvent the salary cap, which it wasn't what it was, right? It was just a little incentive, and you'd be amazed at how guys that made millions got excited about that little envelope with $200 in.
Timbo Slice says Pablo is going to make a lot of powerful enemies. I can't imagine the sixth richest dude in the world is thrilled about that, but I don't know.
Wouldn't it be something if he's just bought the paper that Pablo worked for?
I think it's already owned by a rich guy. Who owns the New York Times?
Oh, isn't that
Washington Post is Bezos. I know that. Either way, man, look. I've always joked with the Heat. I'm like, hey, Mickey, let's give him a boat. Wink, But I don't know. So I don't know how many. I'm sure this is not the only guy doing this in the league. I'm sure of it, right? There has to be. I'm sure there's a lot of wink winks going all over the place, right? But
well, no. You know why I would say no? Because first of all, you got to bring me the first person that took a pay cut and did instead of being maxed out. See what I'm saying? Ain't nobody taking less. I can't imagine. I can't think of the last time I turned on the TV and said somebody gave a team-friendly deal.
I think Jalen Brunson, but Jalen Brunson's father works for the team.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. Think about that. Besides Jalen Brunson, who didn't take the max.
Jalen Brunson definitely has investment in the sphere from James Dolan. There's definitely something.
But that would be the equivalent. if it happened to James, though, if it happened to Brunson, right? That's it. That's the closest thing we come with. Nobody's taking pay cuts. You think Tyler would sign a team-friendly deal?
No.
Right.
He basically already said he wouldn't. He was like,
but look at the situation with Kawhi, though. Kawhi don't play but half the season.
Right.
So, like, yeah.
Yeah,
but ain't nobody take a pay. No.
$28 million. You got to make it look good, baby. You gotta take a picture, something. If you're a company's top endorser, and apparently this company had like Leonardo DiCaprio and Robert Downey Jr. and Kawhi was their highest paid endorser.
I'm watching my lawn guy cut the grass that he already cut. So it was so high that he's now cutting over the shavings of the cut grass.
Schmieden says, wait until we find out the big three took side money from Mickey. Look. I don't know.
Look,
that's what I've said. Like, I've told Mickey, like, whatever we got to do, we give him a boat. Let's go give Nikola Jokić best horse. Whatever makes him happy.
Yeah, but by then, Mac's contract wasn't what it was.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
It wasn't. A lot of people were taking deals back then to make it work. So that it wasn't that rare then. Now, if Tyler says instead of $50 million, I'll take 35,
no
right?
shot.
Go check his finances.
Right. It's like and we just want to let everybody know we have a new official burger here at the Kaseya Center, the Tyler Burger.
Right.
Tyler's got his own restaurant at Bayside.
Look, Tyler's sitting outside with the big cheeseburger. Yeah, come on, man. Like, that's the part. And keep in mind.
But I feel like Tyler
35?
I don't know what he is now. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. So, like, think of what, like, I mean, 35 years old for half a season. How much was he going to get anyway? Like, so, yeah.
Well, this was, I guess, in 21. So this was not the deal he just signed. This was the deal before that. So
well, he played even less.
Yeah. And they just watched Shai Gilgeous-Alexander go and be amazing.
That's what they gave up, right?
For the Paul George trade, yeah.
Let me say this again. You gave up SGA for Paul George.
Yep.
And you wonder why.
Fair
you
point.
wonder why.
Mm-hmm.
You wonder why New York is New York. You wonder why the Clippers are the Clippers. Here's why the Clippers are the Clippers. Because you gave up SGA for Paul George.
Oof.
Exactly.
Take a break.
That's not, and guess what? That's worse than the Micah trade.
Bad.
Yeah.
No, that's bad. Take a break. Back with more to this. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Got a little Rats Off a Ship coming up later on this hour as we are drawing closer to the NFL season. I feel like I got to get more bets in, man. I don't feel very satisfied with just betting on.
Would you like to discuss a couple before you?
Well, I'm just trying to feel like I'm looking at props. I love prop bets. Those are my faves. You know, I like seeing, what player can come up with something cool. I'm trying to pick like an interception prop, and I don't know. Like I was feeling Minka Fitzpatrick, but then I was like reading this article on Jack Jones today from Barry Jackson. I was like, man, maybe I'll throw a little flyer on Jack Jones getting a pick. It is Daniel Jones. He's bound to throw one. Yeah,
but keep in mind, with Daniel Jones, I'd be more inclined to take a cornerback to catch a pick more than a safety.
All right, so you liking the idea of Jack Jones, since he's looks like he won the other starting job.
So it's Jack Jones and
oh, I'm glad you. Yeah, it's
Storm Duck. Quack quack quack.
I think if this man saw us on the street, he'd punch us in the face.
I always forget about the quack, quack, quack.
I'm like, he only has to do it a couple of times a year. I get my career sucked out of me every day.
Are you calling me a career? Are you calling me a career vampire?
I'm just saying that this guy was a professional. His voice is heard all around the world, and you have him doing Storm Duck, quack, quack, quack.
Storm Duck. Quack, quack, quack.
Yep. And this.
Hey, croquette king. Leroy walked right into that one. I did.
You did. I set you up for it. I was waiting for him to throw the ball.
Timbo Slice says $1 billion on Tyreek burning Xavier.
Wow. So he's going.
Well, I would think that they're going to play more zone than anything. Because if you look at the history of the Dolphins offense under Mike McDaniel, everybody seems to panic when they play zone and play 4 deep, which should be able to pick them apart. That plays right into what you do.
Jay Gatto says, please tell me you've gone Sealert on up for a sack. Oh, you bet your ass I have. It's parlayed. It's parlayed, Jay Gatto. I parlayed it with Malik Washington touchdown. I something about Malik Washington. I think he's going to have a big year.
Now, here's the kicker. Can I throw this in there? What are the chances that because Daniel Jones can move a little bit, that the Rook ends up with the sack instead of Sealer because he can run a little bit better?
Ooh, I like that. So let's see. What's the sack numbers on Kenny G getting his first?
But you understand what I'm saying, right?
They don't have him listed.
Zach Sealer, as great as he is, he does have moments of deep breaths.
He's a big fella.
You got to chase somebody.
Yeah, they don't have him listed. Maybe by game day they'll have him up there. But
Come on.
Jack Jones interception plus 900. Leroy.
That's it.
Yeah. Jordan Brooks. You want the linebacker? Jordan Brooks for him to get a pick 1,500.
If he covers Tyler Warren a lot, might be a bad throw that he gets.
Yeah.
Tyler Warren is massive, by the way.
Dude, yeah, he's a moose.
He's a moose. And so I just want people to understand that he may get a lot of balls thrown to him with good coverage, but they ain't 6. What is he, 6'6"?
Let me see. Tyler Warren is listed at 6'5", 256.
6'5". Okay.
Yeesh.
So from that standpoint, I saw when he played at Penn State, college kids hanging off of him like he was Shaq because he was that much bigger than them.
Jordan Brooks only has 1 career interception. I think I'm going to stay away from that.
Yeah,
I'm going to stay with that.
He might be a guy that plays more along the line along the line of scrimmage, stuff like that. So
let's see. Jack Jones might be my play here. Feeling that. Yeah, Jack Jones gets at least a couple a year.
Can I ask a question?
What?
Just out of curiosity. I'm just looking at the chat. Not
Yeah,
out
yeah.
of chat. Why, like, if you're a fan of the Dolphins,
Yep.
right? Like, how can somebody call themselves a fan of the Dolphins and go, any bets on Tua being hurt first game?
Jeez. That's not
Seriously,
nice.
if Tua gets another concussion, do we finally move on from him?
That's what the chat's saying right now?
Well, it's just one guy.
Oh, just one ingrate.
Yeah.
Evan 11 wants to know, what about pick sixes?
Pick sixes. Oh, that's got to be a million. Oh,
Jack-
here's another one. By game 3, he will give himself a concussion by running head first. Running in head first.
Any Dolphin defender right now to score a touchdown? I mean, I'm not saying like you can't pick like any Dolphin defender, but like any Dolphin, Jack Jones, Jalen Phillips, Jordan Brooks, Minka Fitzpatrick, Storm Duck, plus 5,000 for them to score a touchdown.
A pick six.
Yeah.
So what if they scoop and score?
Scoop and score, that counts.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You just got to bet. You got to bet anytime touchdown. That's what you got to bet.
See, that opens the pool up a little bit because it could be a fumble and the most unlikely person could end up with the fumble.
So yeah, if whatever you got to pick the player.
I know. I know.
Each one of them.
I know how gambling works.
I just want to make sure because I said there's no bet that you can bet Dolphins field defender.
No,
or Dolphins defensive touchdown. I'm just making sure.
It's already the rarest of the rare.
Joe Robbie's checking in with a Minka Fitzpatrick anytime touchdown. That would be goosey.
Tough.
If Minka comes back and gets a pick his first game, that'd be so goosies.
It's tough for a safety. Is he going to be covering Tyler Warren? So I look at it like this: corners or anyone who's guarding Tyler Warren and there's a bad throw or a tip ball, something like that. So that's how the middle guys get involved. But usually when you have a pick six, for the most case, it's a ball thrown behind the receiver on the out route. The cornerback takes it, and he's doing Dion within 5 yards of the catch because nobody could catch him.
Timbo wants to go Ollie Gordon.
That's only like what, 400?
Yeah, I think it's he's wow. Wow. He's plus 155, same as Jalen Waddle, and there's been a lot of action on him because yesterday he was like close to plus 300.
Yeah, he's the big guy. He's the goal line guy. So I would hope that Mike McDaniel doesn't all of a sudden spread it out and say, back to the old days. That's the thing that I'm not worried about the Dolphins as much as I'm worried about Mike McDaniel, right? Because they've proven they can play a more physical style of football. But if he doesn't go to it, then that's I can't.
Why is this the best sport to bet on? Like, it's the best sport to bet on. It really is.
You know why? It's a sport that has the most bets.
Even
if you try to apply what you bet on football to other sports, it doesn't have the same pop.
It just doesn't. It doesn't.
No.
And it's just like you can bet on one thing to happen, and you just like, because like I sit here, I bet basketball, right? I'm sweating like Jaime Jaquez getting a second assist.
Right.
And it just doesn't have the same juice to it as
even if you betting somebody in football, even if you're betting somebody to go over a number, right? It's still an interesting enough sport that you'll watch the game and keep that in your periphery.
Right.
If you're watching basketball in the middle of the week, you're just watching because of you wanted your guy to get his numbers.
Brittany, you got any leans on gambling this weekend? Anybody?
I don't gamble.
Oh, all right. Well,
sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. It's probably
I've never placed a bet.
thing.
I've never had a Hard Rock bet app on my phone.
Oh wow. I mean, that's probably smart. It takes a lot of money from you, but it's so much fun.
I mean, it does. I usually just like my friends ask me about their bets and I'll give it to them. And then if they hit it, I'm like, oh, yay. Good for you. And I'm always good at it. And that's the annoying part because I bet you if I were to put a bet in myself, I would never win it.
For you. Never going to work out for you.
But yeah, I'm not a big bettor. Sorry.
Happened this weekend with my father. He only calls me for gambling advice, and I never take the bets that I tell him, but he always wins. And I'm like, great. I know if I would have bet it, I would have lost. That's what happens when you're the mush.
Wow. These texters, man, what are they doing?
They're fighting each other. You've
Yeah,
caused
fighting
this
each other. I didn't know I caused anything.
I
I
don't
just
hate Tua.
like
You hate
here.
Tua. No, I don't hate Tua. You hate Tua.
I know and I understand the angst behind Tua and his ability not to stay healthy. I get all that. But what I would say is, as a fan, why would you root for that? Why, if you're a fan of the Dolphins, why would you say, hey, why don't you just go ahead and have another concussion so we can move on?
I don't like it. We'll take a break. More to come. Our favorite Wednesday game, Rats Off a Ship, is next. Oh, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 104.3 FM, WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. Oh, hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Doing well. Hearing everything in Leroy's side, but doing well.
Lots of acoustics that are going
That's
on.
not me.
What is that?
I don't know. It's not me.
Yeah, I hear somebody singing too. What is that?
Oh, that's singing? That's me. I thought it was clipping or something. That's
Who's singing next to you?
my freeloaders. Got music on.
Freeloaders.
Like the vegans.
What do we have today, Jennifer, for rats off a ship?
They're vegans. Let's go. Like, vegans. Rats off a ship.
Jeez, I had to look at my phone to make sure I wasn't playing anything. Scared me.
No. Hey, let me text him.
No, I don't hear it anymore. It's okay.
I can hear it. Now it's annoying me. Thank you.
Down, freeloaders.
Yikes. Well, first things first, we have Roger Goodell moving Super Bowl to President's Day weekend if they go to an 18-game schedule.
Man, I'm not rats off a ship. We've all been wanting a holiday after the Super Bowl. Now, the question is, is Glenn still, is he going to be like, all right, are you guys working on President's Day? We're going to get that email.
We're going to say no.
And then are we going to say
we're not going to get that one next week?
Then are we not going to work the day after the Super Bowl? I don't know. I'm not rats off a ship. I do like everybody getting holidays over hangovers. I think that's a beautiful thing. But
I think the Monday after the Super Bowl should be a holiday.
Right. So that's what he's essentially trying to do. They're trying to piggyback off President's Day.
Or why not have Super Bowl on Saturday?
I don't know. We have plenty of time. Plenty of time. I don't understand why.
A lot, because all the events happen on Saturday night.
Wouldn't have to rush home from Leroy's house after after.
Oh, you could pull a Marcos.
What did he do?
Eat and then leave.
He came and refueled like he was in NASCAR. hot dog, hamburger, wings, ooh, oysters. Out.
Leroy was the pit stop.
Yeah.
Was really good though.
He said, I told my wife AIS she wasn't ready, so I came by myself.
But I'm not a rats off a ship. Are you a rats off a ship, Leroy?
No, without trying to get the Monday after the Super Bowl a holiday, just move the Super Bowl to a day that already has a holiday.
I like on the rats graphic how it looks like JFig trying to sneak back into the segment like nobody notices she's late at the studio.
Hey, you know what? I do it because it brings you so much joy.
No, oh my goodness. You know what? Tobin just pulled that during the basketball.
-1.
You know how hard it is to get Tobin to laugh? Come on, that's
Or
easy.
deception.
You mean laugh at anything other than himself for being sneaky?
Exactly.
I'm not sneaky.
Really? Dude.
I'm not sneaky.
So if that makes him laugh, I'll take it.
What about you? Did you give your rats? You're not rats off a ship.
I'm not rats off a ship. Absolutely. I shouldn't have to work the next day.
Agreed. What about you, Brittany?
I'll be a lone person on this. I'm rats off a ship.
Rats off a ship.
Because there's a good reason. My birthday always is around the Super Bowl.
Okay.
And as some people would probably hate that I've shared so many birthdays with the Super Bowl. But I actually as a sports fan, I've grown to love it. And I can't imagine a world where I don't share my birthday with the Super Bowl.
So
that makes me sad.
You're in early February.
I'm February 7th.
That is a popular Super Bowl day.
It is a
So
very
you'd
popular
be more
Super
around
Bowl
the
day.
16th, 17th, 18th. All right.
Yeah. So I'm kind of sad about it because I like sharing my birthday with the Super Bowl. So
great
I
reason.
wouldn't
But
be
you just
Right.
while you guys are here, happy birthday.
Yeah, it's always halftime. The halftime show. It's right in that little bit of commercial break you have right before the halftime show starts. It's like, okay, everybody, let's go. Let's sing happy birthday. So I've shared a lot of
halftime for the Super Bowl. So let me get this right. So you hijack everybody from watching the halftime show.
That's not.
No, she just said right before the Super Bowl halftime show.
You know, like there's a little bit of a break.
A little
there.
period, yes. Setup period. That's where she sets up her birthday.
All right. Hey.
Did you understand that, Leroy? Before the halftime performance.
I was just
don't
mess
be
with
rude.
her.
Don't
She
be
has a
rude.
great reason for
Okay, You're
that.
lashing out now. You're lashing out.
We're lashing out.
You had no comments about my voice till right now.
What's number 2, Jennifer?
How do you feel about the Cowboys covering tomorrow versus the Eagles?
Rats off a ship, blowout city.
Rats off a ship.
They're 7.5-point underdogs.
Nope.
Who?
Doesn't
Dallas?
matter.
Is it Dallas?
Yeah. It feels like they're gonna get Belichicked. They're gonna get on national television and it's gonna be bad.
I'll take the Cowboys.
Really?
Wow.
Here's why. Most Super Bowl teams start off sluggish. They just do. I'll take the points.
All right.
It won't be an indication of how good or bad either team will be. But one team is coming off a Super Bowl celebration, and the other team is, whole offseason with turmoil and stuff like that. So, yeah.
All right. So it is said. Jennifer?
It's so it is written, so it is done.
-1 for lashing out.
Wow.
I'm rats off a ship.
Leroy.
Rats off a ship.
That thing has to get out of there.
What?
No.
What?
You and the buttons.
Leroy.
Brittany, where are your rats?
My rats are off a ship.
Rats off a ship.
Yeah. Sorry.
So you guys all think that Philly's gonna boat race?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I kind of do.
Remember, they're not going out for the banner. Okay,
I'll
they're
take-
locked in.
I'll take.
They forgot.
Yeah, he forgot. What?
I'll
Super Bowl once?
be and so
Take one for the
on
team.
Friday. On Friday, be the only one that's right.
Okay.
Number 3, Jennifer.
Tua throwing plus 300 yards versus Indy.
Wow, it's a lot of yards. It's a lot of yards.
The over-under is set at 251.5 yards.
It's a very exact number by Vegas.
You're welcome.
Man, 300. I'm going to be rats off a ship. I feel like there's going to be more of a
Rats off a
balance. I feel like it's going to be more of a balance. I think Tua's going to have a good game, but I feel like it's going to be more of a balance. 300, not this game. Not this game. I think they're going to showcase some stuff.
Jennifer, you went 49 yards over with his official betting over under is?
I didn't. Vegas did.
Yep.
No. Their over under is you saying the over under is 251, right?
Just asking if he's going to throw for 300. She just also gave you context of
Rats
what his
off a
over was.
Rats off a ship.
All right.
I was
Rats
confused.
off a ship.
It's not that hard to follow.
No. So we got JFig's betting line.
Those rats look like fat platypus.
I'm rats off a ship.
Wow.
Rats off a ship, all of you.
I think he'll have anywhere. He'll be right around 250. But if they have 125, 130 yards rushing, then then that fits in with how they want to do offense.
Yep.
If they have 12 yards rushing, then he might have to throw for 350.
Jennifer, your rats?
They're off the ship.
Rats off a ship.
Is it just because of Leroy?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Wow.
Brittany?
He has been very aggressive this segment. But my rats are definitely off that
Rats
ship.
off a ship.
I don't think he's doing more than 300 yards.
Why is the rat looking into the camera before he?
I love how every single time I play, you have the same question.
He's
He
really
looks at the camera on his way off the ship.
Because he wants to let you know that he is off the ship. He said,
You're jumping into the ocean. At that point, who cares?
What's number 4, Jennifer?
Nikola Jokić hating basketball.
Does he hate basketball?
As seen in this picture.
Oh my God. He looks miserable.
And he looks even huge. Like
he looks ginormous.
Ginormous because first of all, what screws him up is that little sign to his left, to our right. It almost looks like a podium, which makes him look 13 feet tall than
So he
regular height.
He acted like this winning the championship. I don't think he's the Eurobasket player of the game. I don't think he's going to be very impressed with.
He's thumbs up. Thumbs up.
Joker. Hey, Joker, you won our play of the game. Great. Awesome. Please, let me leave. Please.
Where's horse?
Where is horse? Do I win golden horse? I'm not rat off shit on him hating basketball. He may hate basketball. He's very good at it, though.
I would say it doesn't even matter if he hates it. He plays it like he doesn't hate it. So that's all that matters.
I'm pretty sure if his brothers didn't bully him into playing, he'd be with horse right now. I think they keep saying
crying over their victory.
I think he's like, I want to play more basketball so I can buy more horses.
I think he's got enough money for all the horses in Serbia, dude.
Really?
It's a lot of money.
Isn't Serbia famous for horses?
Yeah.
No.
The Serbian stallion.
Did you just ask if they're famous for horses and then say no, they're not?
Yes. I was thinking.
You bought yourself in?
No. What's the famous horse? It's not Serbian.
Saudi?
It's not Saudi.
Slovenian horse.
No.
Swedish stallion.
Are you rats off a ship, Leroy?
No,
He's
I'm
rats
not
off a
rats
ship
off
on
a
this
ship. I
segment.
said I'm not
No,
rats off a
for
ship.
real.
He can hate basketball. He doesn't act that way on the court. That's all we all care about, right?
He doesn't dog it.
Right. Do you care if somebody hates what they do as long as they do it?
He said it's a job. He said it's just a job to me. So
that's fine. But he does it well.
He's a pro's pro.
And you've never had the question of, oh, is he interested in it or not?
He literally looks in that picture. His face is like he just received Odyssey points.
5 to be exact.
5. Hey, you get the email. The email that's 27 pages long. You've been recognized.
You've been recognized.
Listen, 5 Odyssey points is not being recognized. Give me 200. Then we talk. The problem is nobody has 200 to give.
Good. No, I can
Mine should be adding up. I've never gotten anything with my Odyssey points.
You should take a look. Do you even know how to log into your profile?
I don't. So just think, when did Odyssey points start?
Hold on. You have to be given them. They don't just come to you unless it's your birthday.
Oh, well, we know he's not on the list for that.
Hey! That ain't my fault. Okay. That's
Really?
a whole other list. Okay. I don't put that up there in the system like that.
Yeah, but you should override the system.
You
know his birthday.
That's above. That's way above my pay grade. Okay.
Knowing Leroy Hoard's birthday is not above your pay grade.
No, but I'm not the one who runs the whole Odyssey point system.
Are you not the editor-in-chief of the newsletter?
No, you want to give me titles, huh?
Are you not the editor-in-chief of the newsletter?
No.
Hey, I think it's pretty weird that I still walk through the building and I get these head nods like, who's that again? I'm like, man, I've been here for only, 2008? Since 2000, maybe before that?
Yeah, but you want to know what hurts the most, though, Leroy?
What?
One of the ones closest to you forgot your birthday.
I know.
I never forgot his birthday, okay? On the newsletter, did it appear? No, but in spirit, absolutely.
In spirit?
In spirit.
Oh,
Spirit.
yeah. I wish.
And on the day
you
of
know
your
what? I'm
birthday,
gonna call.
who wished you a happy birthday?
I'm gonna
Me.
call my mom. Her birthday was August 25th, and say, "Hey, spiritly, I wished you a happy birthday,
That's
but
very
I
nice.
forgot to call."
No, you don't do that. I didn't forget
Jennifer,
to call.
where are you with the Joker?
I'm not rats off a ship only because this is new news to us. So
Brittany?
I'm not rats off a ship. I feel like it's a facade.
You think
feel like
he's like Michael Jordan? He just genuinely cares more than anybody?
Yeah, I do. I really do
maybe
think
he doesn't like pictures.
I just feel like
Or me.
he's
Oh, I definitely don't think he likes pictures.
So that's possible.
no, I don't think he likes pictures, and I don't think he likes stupid accolades. So I think that's where it's at. He's a very serious person, but I don't think he hates basketball.
They give the MVP this tiny little trophy. And they say, "Congratulations, you're player of the game for crushing Czechia."
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I won an NBA championship, you guys. Like, come on now. Let's be.
How many MVP?
3.
I think
I think we lost him.
Oh,
That's a good
he's
time to take a
frozen.
break. That's about the appropriate ending to his segment.
Leroy.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy back with you here on 104.3 FM WQM. Hey, how would you guys like to have the chance to have a Pro Bowl Miami football player come visit an elementary school of your choice? It could happen. It's WQM's MVP experience with the Dolphins' Zach Sealer. He's on board to speak at a school. Go to WQM.com and enter an elementary school in Broward or Dade, and you guys will have a chance to get a visit from Zach Sealer. It on up. Where's my clap? Nobody. Thank you. I think we should do that again. Like, it was a little off,
Yeah, it was a little
from
off. Try again.
Get a visit from Zach Sealer. It on up. All right, forget it.
I was a little early.
Ready? Break. Anything more embarrassing than when you're in the huddle, Leroy, the guy who's off on the clap? Do y'all look at him like, come on?
I would say this to you in all sincerity.
Yep.
That's him.
I got a lot of other stuff going on. I ain't worried about whether somebody's clap is on time.
Fair enough. If you guys want the rules for this contest, go to WQM.com. Marlins.
Coach, he's not a team player. He didn't clap when we broke the huddle. Really?
Did you ever break down the huddle? You go, 1, 2, 3, Browns.
Yeah, I was a captain.
Oh, all right. Did you say something cute, or would you say, well, was it 1, 2, 3, go team, go Browns?
It's mostly go Browns. You make a little comment here or there. I try not to be too philosophical. It's football, right?
I don't like when they do that in concerts and they're not clapping on time. Drives me crazy.
That's not my thing.
You want to see clapping not on time, go to an intangibles church.
No. You know why? Because it's all scripted. So, you almost know when the clap.
They still mess it up, dude. The intangibles don't clap well.
I mean, you go to a black church, somebody gonna get the Holy Ghost, and it's a concert.
Evan 11 says you weren't a Ray Lewis. No, Ray Lewis must have had. Ray Lewis, they had it by
what? Think about this. Ray Lewis was Baltimore's first pick.
Oh, that's right.
So I was there when he was a rookie. He was that way. He was very.
Did you tell him, like, hey, no speeches till next year?
No, dude was good. I wasn't going to, listen, when you could say it. Like, when you start venturing into the people that can make your life miserable in practice, see, I don't do that. Like, Ray Lewis is in the middle of the defense. He can play, right? He's a big boy.
Yep.
I'm not talking trash to him to attract any more attention than I already get during the course of the season.
The Tua comments keep rolling in. Kyle says, if Tua sucks this year, do we keep him or move on?
That's a whole nother conversation. But let's hear.
They've been fighting all day.
They really have.
In all fairness, okay, I understand getting injured is part of it, right? And I get all that, and I get all the problems with. But you can't not tell me that Tua is not one of the most accurate football passers in the game. You cannot tell me, and you make it sound like we could get anybody to do what Tua does. And I'm telling you firsthand, that's not the case. And I get it if you feel that way about injuries. But if you're basing it on talent and his ability to throw the football, then you're crazy.
Would be nice. He comes out this first game and does ball out, just to kind of ease the tension a little around. I'm with you. I think the goalposts will be moved because the fan base is very much at an arm's length. Of course. Because I think 2 years ago, fans really did want to believe it felt different. It really did.
Yeah, but here's the other thing.
And then the wheels fell off.
Let's also look at it this way. All the things that we talked about with Tua and why the team didn't have success in December and January were part of it. But a majority of the issues were the way they were running offense. So that when it got to December and January, you couldn't play a style of football that was conducive to winning in the elements. So while I get you can put it on.
Man, what's up with this new computer of his?
It's not.
Maybe it's his neighbors that keeps thinking or something.
Because he keeps logging out, though. I think that's what keeps happening. Is he keeps
Well,
logging out.
I keep getting kicked out of StreamYard too.
You too, yeah.
Interesting.
So I think it's just maybe a system
Somebody's
situation.
messing with StreamYard.
Yeah.
Do you think someone is trying to log in?
Not sure.
That's another thing too.
I don't know. I don't like it though.
Neither do I.
I'm not a fan. Marlins are about to get underway. They'll try and avoid the series sweep. They're taking on the Nationals today. Eury Perez on the hill for the Fish against the Nationals. That is going to get going. Should have gotten going.
Okay, back to my comments since I got.
Yeah.
It's like Tua is coming in.
That's just awesome. We'll take a break. See if you can reset. If you guys missed it, we had Goran Dragic on the show earlier. We'll bring that to you as well. Back with more for this. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 104.3 FM, WQAM. Get to a Miami football report here brought to us by Miami-Dade County Public Schools Technical Colleges. MDCPS Technical Colleges offer 60 affordable accredited programs, day or evening, hands-on training aligned with local employers. Call 305-558-8000 or visit careerinayear.com to launch your future today. Got that going on for you. As we are here, week one, it has arrived. Football is here tomorrow. And then footy football is super here on Sunday. Of course, we got college coming back too. You know, Leroy's going to play a real game this week against Oklahoma, not like those Lobos that he had this past week.
As Miami plays Bethune-Cookman.
Well, you know, we got the first one out of the way. It's time to taper down a little bit.
I wonder if Bethune's staying down here.
I don't know.
Since they play 2 games right around the corner.
What do they have? FIU coming up?
They played FIU last week.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Did they win? No.
They got destroyed.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
All right,
Did you hear Solana talking about they got a vote?
Did they?
Top
No, I didn't hear
25?
that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Good for them. Paul's up.
Really?
What?
Paul's up. I'm an alum, so
There you
Paul's
go.
up.
The paws are plentiful.
You don't even look right doing that, Brittany.
It doesn't feel right.
It didn't look right. Yeah.
It didn't look right.
Mike McDaniel just spoke to the media.
Has those paws up ever got your horse to where you couldn't hardly work the next day?
Yeah, have you ever screamed that much for a Panthers game?
Yes, actually, it was when we were playing the FIU Panthers at when we lost in 2000.
Oh my God, that was what a nightmare.
Oh, you were in a win-win situation.
No, I wasn't.
Why?
Was it ever a win-win?
I was so
win-win.
Angry. I did not want FIU to win that game.
Mike McDaniel said on Darren Waller, this is from Barry Jackson, the Miami Herald. He said, the team continues to deliberate with tight end Darren Waller, who will not practice Wednesday, but will participate in red zone and third down work on Thursday. Quote, that's not because of a setback, McDaniel said on him sitting out. We are being very intentional on how we practice with Darren. We have not pressed the threshold of 3 days consecutive intentionally. McDaniel has said that Waller will be able to contribute during Sunday's game and joked that he will only be used as a blocker. Okay, we got the jokes.
If I may,
says, while he adds a significant
he be more ready to go because he hasn't played football in a year and a half.
One would think. Says while he adds significant value to our team, our team feels very strong as we practice without him. Cool.
Can I just say this? Every day I hear him talk, it takes a little bit of the confidence away from me because I have no idea what he's talking about. And
totally fair.
Maybe that's a good thing, right? That he doesn't necessarily say what he really wants to say.
Karen says, I picked Waller on my fantasy team like a moron. I was wondering how many people would do that. I can't believe that you did that. Maybe
you know why? Because the only other option at that position was Julian Hill.
Who's still, he's still plus 600 today. Like it went up a little bit, but not
so over under Darren Waller catches during the season for this to be a successful year offensively.
Man.
40? You're not gonna because you're hoping. Let's be clear.
My expectations are zero.
We're hoping Tyreek, and we're hoping Waddle and Washington get a majority of it, right?
Yeah.
They all have the ability to play in some of the same spaces that Darren Waller is going to play. So, but you lost a lot of production out of that position.
Yep. Jonnu had last year 88 catches.
So I'm guessing the over, if you get half of that, it won't because a lot of people just look at the stats from the year before.
I think, but my expectations of him are like Zero. Like that's
Well,
one
that's
thing.
because if he had come in and
I haven't
start
bought into
practicing
this-
right away, you would have
Yeah.
felt a little bit different. But the
Maybe.
fact of they've been coddling him and he hasn't played football in that long. Like, I have questions. It just doesn't feel right.
Yeah, unless this has all been a ruse and we're all like, oh no, and they're just trying to trick the Colts. Like, unless this is like, no, he looks.
Why?
He looks like
You
Tony
ain't good
Gonzalez.
enough to trick nobody.
That's 100. Yeah, no, I'm with you, but that's what I'm saying. Like, unless there's this, I have no confidence that he's going to do anything. Unless this has all been a put on by the Dolphins. No, I don't. If he had 10 catches, I'd be impressed because I'd be like, I have no faith that this is going to work. This is the one thing I'm like, I don't think tight end. No, I don't. Maybe Tanner Connor takes a step, maybe Julian Hill. Why be ridiculous? But I have no faith that that's going to work. Why would I have faith that's going to work? The Odell thing didn't work last year. And I tried to believe in that. He was on Love Island. But somehow, some way, we've topped it with Darren Waller, who retired and came back. Now, I get it. The Dolphins were in a bad position. They had to give up. And so they're like, oh, I got an idea. And then what's your idea, Frank Smith? He goes, I think Darren Waller still got something in the tank. And I don't know if he has anything in the tank. Why would I believe he has anything in the tank, Leroy?
I don't know. I just know that the way we talk about 30-plus-year-olds, and then all of a sudden we're going to look at him and say, oh, but not him, because we need him.
Yeah, what we don't need him to go out there. We need a big game from Kenny G, and we need Tyler Warren to not be like immediately like balling out and be like, oh, I could have had him. And then our retired tight end is like, oh, don't worry, guys, I'll be ready by week 3. It's like, no, you won't. I don't know. That's that. Look, I'm trying to put on a positive spin about a lot of this stuff. Because I want to have optimism going into the season. Nobody wants to go into a season and be like, this season's going to be terrible. The Darren Waller thing.
Oh, yeah. Look at the chat.
Yeah, I can't get my arms around the Darren Waller thing. No.
I can't, and you shouldn't.
I'll be pleasantly surprised. You know what? I'll be skeptical and be pleasantly surprised.
That's it. But here's what you're losing. You lost 88 catches.
Yep.
If you get half of that, that would be fine. 40 catches and 10 TDs. What are you? Like, I'll be glad if they don't throw a fade to Tyreek.
Oh, yeah.
That's a win for me.
That is a win.
You can't throw fades to Tic Tacs.
These guys all Leroy. These guys all definitely took Waller in their fantasy league. They all did 100%.
They're all mad.
100%. They all did.
All mad.
Anybody who's sitting here and is like, oh, he's going to put up 10 TD. No, that'd be crazy.
Steal of the draft.
Off the couch, 10 TDs. Pretty wild.
All right. We got one more day before the start of football.
You look so excited.
Cody says, I saw
Odell. I'm scared to start talking because every time I get onto some kind of run, for reasons I can't explain, I got all kinds of internet up in here, and it blinks.
Is it computer, though? Because you tried a new monitor. Like, is it connected correctly?
Yeah. It's weird.
Do I need to stop by this week? Didn't you want me to stop by?
No, I can do it tomorrow when I get there to set up for.
All right.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure. I want to have you all set up right.
Yeah.
Cody says, I saw Odell at Tootsie's. Told me everything I needed to know.
See, look, I don't know if I wanted to put up that comment.
I don't want to besmirch the name of Tootsie's, okay? It's not Tootsie's fault that Odell Beckham stunk. It's Odell's fault that Odell stunk. Okay, and his body. He just doesn't have it anymore.
That's right.
Scooby.
That's right.
Exactly, Scooby.
Scooby. That's right.
He's not happy.
He feels about OBJ like you felt about Phil Simms.
Fire the bum guns.
So, can we just relax for a couple of weeks? Or no? That's not how it works?
Well, it depends. If they win. If they lose, panic city. Get ready.
After what?
Wait, oh yeah, we're gonna do.
He already did the whole explanation yesterday, Leroy. Where he's not going to chill for a couple weeks. It's just not possible.
I'm not gonna. We'll just open up.
But this is the epitome of moving the bar. Because here's what I would say: most fans look at those lists and say we're gonna suck, right?
Yep.
So what if they end up going 10-6? right? Or
Oh,
10-7.
10-7.
And they make the playoffs, but they don't do well in the playoffs. Everybody has already gotten themselves ready for the team sucking. So shouldn't you enjoy that?
Hard to
But
say.
they won't.
Because
Because then they'll say, you know what? They'll move the bar. So a team that thought they had no chance of doing anything, if they make the playoffs, then you're gonna go, we haven't won a playoff game in 26 years now. So, like, make up your mind. If you think they suck, this to everybody out there. If you think the Dolphins are no good, if you think Tua's no good, if you think Mike McDaniel doesn't know what he's doing, right? And they make the playoffs, did that exceed your expectations? Should you have a different thought about this team?
Don't put a salary cap on my ability to be upset.
I'm not putting a salary cap on it. But I'm saying you put a salary cap on it when you say your team's going to suck before they play the game.
Tell you somebody who doesn't suck. Goran Dragic. A legend.
That trickery.
A legend.
Yes.
Very honest.
Be honest, Gogi. Be honest.
And you can tell when he's getting ready to let something out because he does the little Tobin smirk.
I love every second.
Yes,
every second of it. So
we
great.
Or he's getting ready to say a no word.
We talk Miami Heat and the performances of the Heat players at Eurobasket with a former Eurobasket MVP. Goran Dragic joins us next. go out to a guest line, Toyota of Hollywood guest line. Shop over 2,000 Toyotas
Yeah.
on sale at one location, Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood and Sheridan, and ToyotaofHollywood.com. A legend is here to defend the honor of Eurobasket because you have been
Oh my
making fun of me
goodness.
for watching it, and I've been loving every minute of it. So I am bringing in an MVP to tell you need to get your ass to start watching some Eurobasket. The legend, Goran Dragic, stopping by the program. Hello, Goran.
What's up, guys? Hey,
What's
Leroy.
What's going
How
on?
are you guys?
Hey, Gordon, I can't trust nobody who believes the reason why they talk English on the sidelines is because of TV coverage.
But Leroy, you have to watch Eurobasket because most of the NBA players are the best European players in the league right now. So,
Well, the only reason why I get frustrated, and this is the honest truth, and Tobin will tell you this, I see our players, the Heat players, go over there and ball out, right? Nico's been a pro for 6 years now, right? And then they come over here and sit on the bench and so scared to use them because they're young. And I just get so frustrated that I don't want to see them play over there because it just frustrates me when they come over here and don't play. That's why I feel that way.
okay, I got you. No, I agree. But, when you're representing your country, it's a different feeling. You know the guys, you grow up with them, you know how to play with them. So it's a little bit different, when Nico got to Miami Heat, he needs to learn the system, the first year in the league. But, I'm telling you one thing. I'm expecting big things this season from Nico. He's looking good over there. So
I hope so because
let's just hope that he's gonna stay healthy.
Yes. That's like and keep in mind he was playing a lot of minutes before he got hurt. And so I'm not saying he wasn't playing, but this has got to be the most European players that the Heat have had in a while, or ever.
Yeah.
Like I can't even think. So, to be able to see some of these guys, I think the promising aspect of it is to be able to see some of these guys that you really didn't get to see in college because you weren't watching Illinois or Arizona, and to see them in the element where they're needed and their country needs them to perform well, and they're going out and performing. That's a positive thing. Of course, I know how Spo is with young players, and I'm just like, I get frustrated.
No, you're also mad at me because I'm keep peppering you with Portugal Serbia updates at 6 this morning.
Yes.
But I can't help it. I've been watching every damn game. I just watched Sweden lost to Lithuania, but it was a really good game, and Pelle was impressive. And I see these fans, they're going bananas. Like, you see the flags and the countries. Like, this is just a group game, and they're all advancing, but these fans are going nuts. I can't even imagine what that's like for you when you're, like, representing your country, and they're all going crazy with each other.
No, it's unbelievable. Just to be in that environment in Eurobasket, and you see all these, fans representing their own country, the flags. It's a different energy. It's not like NBA game because most of NBA games it's a little bit quiet. Over there they cheer, they engage with the game, and it's a little bit different. And of course, you have your country on your back. If you don't perform well, they're on your, So it's pretty awesome to play, and we'll see. So far Eurobasket has been tremendous. Today we had some upset. Great Britain beat Montenegro, so that's really a tough situation. My guy Nikola Jokić is out of the tournament, and we're going to see a lot of more teams that they're going to surprise us.
Did you when you won? It felt like that was a big upset for Slovenia at the time, was it not? Because it felt like you the way you were running with it, you guys winning that thing. I remember like the welcome you got. It felt monstrous for your country that you had that run that year. Did you guys think you had a chance that year when you won?
No, we did. I mean, Slovenia, we really have such a good basketball players, and we always was one of the favorites, like let's say top 7, top 6 teams to make it, but we always choke in semifinals, quarterfinals, semifinals, and 2017. We really had a good team with a good coach, Igor Kokoškov. Then we bring in Anthony Randolph, who we really miss as a position 4 and 5. We don't have big guys, and then really make a great chemistry. And that year we went all the way, undefeated. We beat Serbia, we beat Latvia, Greece, France, all these powerhouses, Spain, and that was something unique. So.
Is this some of this is like one of the bigger opportunities where NBA teams get to see the younger guys? Like some of these guys make the team, haven't come over to the NBA yet, and it's maybe an opportunity to see these guys play at the highest level?
Yeah, definitely. But, Leroy, they have so many scouts in Europe. They go watch club ball and, they already know everything about them.
Right.
But it's exposure. Definitely, like you said, when you play for your national team, especially young players, they got that extra energy, extra step, and definitely it's a good tournament, to have young player and to showcase their talent. But if I'm honest, all the GMs, the scouts in NBA, they already know everybody.
Right.
So.
Everybody, they all have the book now. There's no more mysteries anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
So have you seen a little bit of Nico in this tournament? What have you thought about how he's been playing? Because he seems like he's been putting up some monster numbers for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's a second leading scorer. What I really like about him, he's really versatile. He can defend. When he gets a rebound, he's really pushing the ball. So he's playing at the fast pace, and he's a Swiss knife. At Eurobasket, he can defend 1, 2, 3, 4, and he's making the outside shot, 3-point. And so far, him and Jokić are the best players in the Serbian squad. And now it's going to be crucial for him to step up even more because Bogdan Bogdanović got hurt. So he was probably the second, third options, and now it's on Nico to be that guy.
It is crazy though, because he has had experience, getting the World Cup and the Olympics the last couple of years. I know he was banged up, but is there a difference, I guess, between international competitions when from year to year? I'm sure the Olympics is like the biggest one, but when you get to this one, is there any type of difference with the atmosphere that he's going to be facing?
I mean, at the Olympics, you have some teams that they're competing from, Asia, Africa. They're not maybe at the same level. Eurobasket is really tough because it's a lot of good teams and you have a lot of competitions. But, in the end of the day, is the same excitement, Olympics, the World Cup, the Eurobasket. Serbia, if you look, they've been winning a lot of medals, but they were always second place. So this is the time they have to, win gold medal. It's a lot of pressure on them. And I think Serbia, Germany strong. Then France has a really young team, but they're looking good. Then you have Greece with Giannis. So it's a lot of teams, they're going to compete for that gold medal. So it's going to be really exciting to see.
Is there anything that would it tear if we get a Slovenia-Serbia matchup with affinity to Nikola Jokić? Any conflict, or will you still?
He said no.
Tobin, no, we don't want that smoke. Trust me, we're not in position. We're not in position to fight for the medals. We have one of the best players in the world, Luka in our team, but unfortunately we don't have a supporting cast. So we don't want that smoke. So I think we already seen the preparation game against Serbia. I think we lost almost again 40 points difference. So no.
Do you think it's like do these things go in cycles for Slovenia? Like, do you think there's anybody coming down the pipe to help Luka maybe in 2-3 years? Like, is that just how it goes with international ball?
Yeah, we have a huge gap in between. Not a lot of depth, talented players, but we do have a couple of young prospects. Our young team, under 18 or under 20, just won a silver medal in the World Cup. So we do have 3 or 4 prospects, but they're still young. They're like 15, 16, 17 years old. So they're gonna need time to to develop the game. But what I'm disappointing with Slovenia this summer, they put 2 young players in the squad, but they didn't even get no minutes because I don't know why. First of all, we're not gonna fight for the biggest. We're not gonna fight for a medal. So why not to put young players in to develop them and try to think about the future? Because most of these players are 32, 30, 34. So probably this is the last Eurobasket for them, and we have to flip the page.
Goran, you sound like us as Heat fans when we want Spo to play.
I know. I'm actually on 2 hills with Miami Heat and with national team. So I'm like,
you want to see? Let's see. You're typical. Let's see what they got. I just want to see them out there.
Goran, I said the same thing that you're saying about the Miami Heat last year, because especially in NBA basketball, all you do is push the amount of time you have to evaluate a guy before you got to give him big money. So if you find yourself in a situation like last year, the Heat only won 37 games, find out, give them an opportunity sooner so that if they have that one really good year, you've seen them play so you know where they're projected instead of just having that one big year and now you got to decide whether to max a guy out because you sat him for 2 years.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, but at the same time, the Miami Heat, especially last year, we were in that position that we are fighting for 8 spot, 9, 10. So
Right.
you're still hoping,
Right.
Maybe the team gonna click. We all know people in organization, they don't like losing. They're gonna fight. So, probably that's
Goran. All right, look at me right here. They wasn't going to win a medal, right? So,
I mean, it was a few teams better than us, but you're still hoping, though.
I know you're hoping.
Sure. I got you. Yeah.
They weren't going to win the medal.
But did you? It was an interesting year because Jimmy left, Bam and Tyler kind of go into this role where now they're the dudes. Do you think that with all that stuff behind, do you think that they can, almost be a little bit more clear this year as far as not having to navigate all that stuff and just kind of have a normal year that could equate to them? Because we know how talented Bam and Tyler are, but is there an ability maybe to go even better for them now that they don't have to handle the headache of the drama of that?
Yeah. I really believe that they can do it because, it's really tough to play when you have drama around yourself. The situation that happened last year with Jimmy, it didn't help nobody. It didn't help Jimmy. It didn't help the team. So, it was a mess up situation. And, when you're a player and you see your teammates going through or the team, it affects you, how you play, how you prepare as a team. And I definitely believe that this year we're gonna have more calmness. Spo gonna be more calm. Coach is gonna be more calm. They're gonna, have time to prepare team. And when you calm, you perform better. Your confidence grows. Everything is much easier. You sleep better. You eat more. It's all those stuff. And I really believe that this year, I like the additions that the team they bring, and we'll see. It's gonna be a fun year.
They posted you with the rook, Kasparas. What kind of wisdom did you give the rookie?
I just came to practice. I talked to Queenie and Spo a little bit to go there and to share my story to Kasparas. He's a great, first of all, a great kid. He has a lot of talent. Of course, we need to give him time. But I was at practice and give him some pointers and. I'm hoping a little bit to work with him because especially I see the talent, but we need to get him to play at the higher pace, to push the ball a little bit more, and when he plays pick and roll to see what is going on, and not to pass the ball when he jumps in there, so to be more consistent. But I think he's a huge talent, big body. He can play defense. He's tough as nails. So, definitely we'll see.
You teach that iron shoulder to him? Give him the keys to that?
Not yet, but I'm here. I told him I'm here. If you need me, I would love to work with him. And
Before we get you out of here, Goran, I gotta ask, man. I saw you did some traveling this summer. What was it like riding a camel?
Oh, it was not fun. First of all, it's crazy, man. Just to get on the camel, and then when she stands up, it's a little bit, nerve-wracking. My kids, they love it, but I was not a huge fan. I rather, ride a horse than a camel.
So wait, is this one of those things that Dad had to be convinced to do, or you just had to go because you had to make sure the kids?
Yeah, definitely. Especially my daughter Victoria and my son Mateo. They're like, "Let's go." We were in Egypt a little bit, and definitely it was a good experience. But I'm not a huge fan of a camel. So.
And then, so what were you doing in Africa? You were doing some charity work in Africa. It looked like you were up to some good work over there.
Yeah, we went to Kenya, Nairobi. I work with Starfish Foundation and with Wave Foundation. We are building some farms over there, and Starfish Foundation is doing computer school for the kids over there. And I really want to give some money and to open the first basketball court in Masai region. So we did that, and it was awesome experience. We played some basketball. We visit some kids' school, and it was a really good experience, especially for my kids, to show them, not everything is for granted, and was an awesome experience.
That's some awesome work, man. Hey, do you got a prediction for Eurobasket? Do you think Jovic can bring home the gold?
Yeah. I'm gonna stick with my prediction. I already give my prediction to Eurobasket, so I'm gonna go Serbia gold medal. Then let's say Germany second place, and I see maybe Greece third. But I didn't know at beginning of the tournament Turkey really looks good. Turkey is playing tremendous. Şengün is doing his thing. So this is the team that they can win a medal too. So
can't wait to check it out, man. Hey, thank you for coming on here and schooling Leroy on Eurobasket.
All love, Leroy.
Wait.
Hey. All love, brother.
I had an idea of who he was bringing on. And so I thought that I could just sit back because, listen, all love to a guy that would put a kangaroo suit on for another man, right? so I thought he was going to roll with it.
But no, look, Leroy, now Eurobasket starts. Now it's going to be the good, fun games, tough games. So now we're going to see a lot of competition and knockout stage. That's going to be the really fun.
So wait, on TV, they got the mic'd up. Do the coaches speak English for the TV networks, or is that for the team? I don't know. I feel like they go to these huddles and they're not speaking their home language. They're speaking in English.
You know why? 2017, we had Anthony Randolph in our team. So coaches, everybody speaks English anyway in Slovenia national team. So it's much easier to communicate in English. So we don't have to translate from Slovenian language to English to Toby, and to Anthony. So that's why probably most of the teams, because they have a foreign player in the squad, that's why they speak English.
That's why you yelled at your team in English.
Yes, that's why.
And keep in mind, all the players are national teams, but the coaches may come from other countries.
Exactly. Yeah, that's
Right.
that too. Good point, Leroy. Yep. So yeah, most of the coaches are not from their country. Poland, for example, Poland has a Croatian coach. Georgia national team has a Serbian coach. So it's a lot of coaches that are coming from different countries. Yeah.
Goran, you're the man, dude. Thanks for coming on the
Thanks,
show. We
Goran.
appreciate it, buddy. And all the best. Have a great year. I'm sure we'll see you around the arena a bunch.
Thank you.
And enjoy
Yeah,
it.
I will definitely. I'm coming to see a couple of games, and maybe I see you guys in the media day. So
I like
All
that.
right.
Hey,
I
if
like
you do, you gotta stop by the show, buddy.
I will, man. Thank you so much.
All
Ciao.
All right, there you go. Goran Dragic joining us there. We'll take a break. Back with more. What I told you, man. I was bringing in the big guns for Eurobasket defense.
I had a feeling like there's only one guy that Tobin, because they have a relationship that if Tobin, Gory, can you absolutely right? No questions asked. To any man who would wear a kangaroo suit in 100-degree weather on South Beach with a sign,
I actually won 2 costumes for him because then I wore the dragon one to welcome him home.
Oh,
It's the only person I've ever worn 2 costumes for, let alone one.
really?
We'll
You
take
do
a
that
break.
for Miss Tobin. What's wrong with you, dude? You can't be a fireman and a doctor?